It's Southland Conference football on ESPN, and it's homecoming in Lake Charles, Louisiana, as the McNeese Cowboys finally return home to play the Texas A&M Commerce Lions. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Palermo, along with my broadcast partner, Chasten Tavares. The Cowboys are looking to snap a 3-game losing streak as they enter this game with a 4-5 record. And in the Southland Conference, they come in with a record of 1-3. It's the Pokes' first game in the hole since September 21st, 42 days ago, when they beat Elkhorn State 42-14. And since that time, McNeese has lost its starting quarterback, Clifton McDowell, for the rest of the season. And Chasten, Camden Sixkiller has been given the reins of the offense for the rest of the season at quarterback.
Yeah, look, we've seen him a couple of times already. Look, this is the thing with Camden Sixkiller, and I think tonight McNeese is going to be able to run the football. But I think the key is when presented the opportunity, receivers have to make the catch on the football. They've had the issues with the dropsies here and there. You've got to help out your quarterback a little bit. Camden Sixkiller still looking for his first win as a starting quarterback.
And he turns 20 years old today, so a good birthday present for him would be a win for the Cowboys. And McNeese also has to develop a running game to help him out. They ran the ball well last week in a loss to Nichols. Meanwhile, the Lions are 1-7. They're 1-2 in the Southland Conference, as this is their third season as a Division I school. And again, Chasten, we don't know who will start a quarterback for the Lions. And this is a team that likes to throw the football around the field, whoever is at quarterback for them.
Yeah, look, here's the thing. It doesn't matter who's playing quarterback. Point blank, the key to this football game is they've got to take care of the football. They're minus 13 in the turnover differential, and I know the coaching staff over there is wanting to pull their hair out watching them at the moment. They've got to find a way to take care of the football. If they're able to do that, they'll find themselves in football games late. They got to take care of the football. Also, they give the offensive line. The offensive line has got to be a key part tonight, because we know what McNeese's pass rushers have been able to do lately.
26 turnovers on the season for the Lions. That's obviously not a very good statistic, but Texas A&M Commerce, they have confidence here that they can get the win. You go back to last year, on October 7th, 2023, the Lions scored 41 straight points to rout the Cowboys 41-10 in Commerce. And Commerce threw for 312 yards in that game, and the Cowboys were held to just 280 yards, 64 on the ground. And the year before that, Texas A&M Commerce, they handed it to McNeese, winning that game 40-15. So Texas A&M Commerce has a lot of success against McNeese. Let's see if that changes here tonight. The Cowboys will get the ball first. It is a perfect night for college football in Southwest Louisiana. 75 degrees is our temperature. Homecoming night, big crowd here. This should be a fun one. Back to return here for the McNeese Cowboys, as they have Jamal Levi back there, along with Corey O'Brien. Aiden Martin, who has 8 touchbacks on the season on kickoffs, is the kickoff guy, and a fair catch is called. And we'll see Camden Sixkiller lead this Cowboys offense on the field.
Think about this McNeese offense, and when you look at the matchup with the Texas A&M Commerce defense, first guy you're going to circle is obviously Brandon Tucker. That is the star. He would be second in the nation in total tackles. The guy is all over the field. But if you're McNeese, you're going to be able to run the football. I think you're going to have to kind of stick with it, because you will be able to do it throughout the duration of the football game.
Last week, McNeese rushed for 168 yards. Very good against a tough rush defense in Nichols. On the season, McNeese is averaging 165 yards on the ground. Sixkiller can't handle the snap. Ball is on the ground, and that is going to be an early turnover for the Lions. What a horrible start for the Pokes, and a great start for the Lions, as that ball just hit off the hands of Sixkiller, and right there was Warren Robinson for the fumble recovery.
Yeah, I mean, you could say the snap was high. It was kind of chin high, a little bit high, but nothing too major. It hits off the hands of Sixkiller, and just over the head. He couldn't corral it. There was nobody there, and I mentioned it in the early going. Got to find a way to create some turnovers, limit the turnovers. They create one. in an odd fashion, but they get one, and the Commerce and Texas A&M Commerce set up inside of their own 20. This would be a big start here for the Lions.
Will Madonna is the starting quarterback. We were wondering if it was going to be Madonna, Eric Rodriguez, or Ron Peace, who started last week, but it is Madonna. Madonna came in 4-piece last week in the loss to Prairie View A&M. A young man from Long Beach Community College, and they will go on the ground on their first run off to the right side, and Jayshon McMillan from Mobile, Alabama getting the carry, only averaging 2.5 yards a rush, 143 yards on the season for him. So they go on the ground and they pick up a few yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they want to run, how they run this offense, because it was, I mean, look, they want to throw the football.
They ended up getting a couple yards there, and they go back to the ground once again. They run it off to the left side with McMillan. BK Jackson is actually their leading rusher, so they're going to McMillan here at least to start it off, and he gets about 4 yards on that carry, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2 running behind that offensive line.
Yeah, faked right on the motion and took the sweep left, picked up a couple of yards, and now it's 3rd down and short.
From inside the 12-yard line here, McNeese has been very good as far as its red zone defense on the season. The carry here, and there is just absolutely nothing happening for the Lions, as getting the carry there was Jamar Gilbert.
I think what you're seeing right here is I think Commerce wants to kind of surprise McNeese here. I don't know if we'll see 3 straight runs the rest of the football game for the Lions. Because, again, as we mentioned it, they're going to want to air it out a little bit. And, look, a great job for the McNeese defense. Kind of put them in a tough spot inside of the 20-yard line. They're able to get the 3 and out and force the field goal attempt. I think that's best-case scenario if you're Coach Pecoraro in the McNeese defense.
Luke Jackson, who is 5 of 7 on the season on the field goal try here. This is going to be from 28 yards out, and it is going to get through the uprights, and the Lions take advantage of the fumble, and they get 3 points. But again, McNeese's defense very tough in the red zone. They've only allowed opponents to score 48% of the time as far as touchdowns inside the red zone. 3-0, Texas A&M Commerce. McNeese will get the ball back when we come back.
And Doug.
Whoa, we move. We're in a parade. Everyone, customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Customize and save.
And then I wake up.
And you have this dream every night?
Yeah, every night.
I see.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
When you're dealing with the aftermath of a car wreck, you need local, hometown attorneys who understand the struggles you're facing. I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. We've been fighting for our clients in Southwest Louisiana for more than 30 years. Our attorneys and legal staff don't just work here, they live here. Their kids go to school here, and giving back is so important to all of us. We've recovered over $3 billion for our clients. Now your local hometown attorneys are ready to fight for you. Just call us. Get it done.
Another crazy season. Are you ready to keep this rolling? Let's go.
With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games.
And enjoy the show.
Plus, NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game.
Let's go to the tape. This ball is just thrown into a defensive team meeting.
NFL Prime Time, only on ESPN Plus.
Oh, did I mention our exclusive expert analysis? Why settle for some football when you can have more football? It's simple. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. Sign up today.
At ESPN, we are proud to salute America's veterans and members of the military for their sacrifice and service to our country. Tune in this week for tributes and special features across ESPN programming honoring our great service members.
The 2024 Allied Tip-Off, Sunday at 3 on ESPN.
Back here in the hole in Lake Charles, Louisiana, Jeff Palermo, along with Chaston Tavares. Texas A&M Commerce gets on the board first. Do need to correct myself on that 3rd down carry. It was KJ Schenkel who got the carry for Texas A&M Commerce. So they ran the ball 3 times inside the 20, could not pick up the 1st down. And again, no BK Jackson, their leading rusher, on that drive. That ball is going to get into the end zone. for a touchback. So let's see. After a rough start offensively here for the McNeese Cowboys, turning the football over, just the kind of mistakes that you can't have. That is the 17th turnover by this McNeese offense this year.
Yeah, look, that's one thing that cannot happen. I mean, look, we mentioned it. It was an elevated snap. Got over Six Killer, couldn't really handle it. Got to turn the page right here. Defense got you a stop in the red zone and held your opponent to 3 points. Got to put that in the rear view here if you're Camden Six Killer.
William Bressie playing center tonight for McNeese. That snap handled well, and here is Joshawn Barbie, and nothing happening there as the Lions shut him down right at the line of scrimmage. Brandon Tucker, we already mentioned his name back in the pregame. He is their leading tackler, 91 tackles on the season. That's second most in the Southland Conference. Did not get any yards on that last carry. Six Killer to the air and nearly intercepted. Diving out there, Kendall Paul from Dallas, Texas, knocking the ball away. And it's 3rd and 10 here for McNeese.
Yeah, look, it's been a perfect start defensively already through a couple of plays for the Lions. We've already talked about it. They are going to do a couple of different things, try and mix the pressures up. And boy, that is, I think he's probably want that one back.
McNeese 32%. Converting on 3rd down this season. The Lions allowing opponents to convert 35% of the time. Six Killer, 3rd down and 10. Looking to throw, pressure, feeling it, steps up in the pocket, launches one downfield, and it is caught. It is caught. Nice job there by the receiver, Jesse Campbell. His 16th catch of the year, and a big first down and a big play for the Cowboys.
That was a tremendous job by Camden Six Killer. We'll see it in a minute. The pocket broke down. He had 3 guys coming after him. You'll see. Check that. It's a four-man rush. He steps up, delivers a beautiful football. Campbell had to kind of sit back on it, make the catch, and the Cowboys off a tremendous player in business.
Run it off the left side for a couple of yards. As Barbie getting another carry. Barbie rushing for 474 yards coming into this game. Averaging nearly 6 yards a carry. And a nice game last week, 121 yards against Nichols.
He's been pretty good as of late. All 6 of his rushing touchdowns have come in the last 5 games.
5'9", 180-pounder from West Jefferson High School in Harvey, Louisiana. They run a misdirection, and Jamal Levi with all that speed gets inside the 20-yard line. Nice play call there for McNeese.
One thing about it, Jamal Levi, that's a quick son of a gun, and he showed it right there. It was just a misdirection, trying to go with Barbie, handed it off to Jamal Levi, and Jamal Levi with a big pickup. Cowboys now marching down around the 15-yard line. Want to cap it off with 6 right here.
They have the football now to the 16-yard line. Six Killer will hand it off to Barbie up the left side, inside the 10, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Nice run there by Joshawn Barbie.
This has been a tremendous answer. Outside from that first possession turnover, first couple of plays of this drive, kind of looks shaky. It was the deep ball that started this one, and Joshawn Barbie, he has been incredible outside of the first couple of weeks. He's turned the page, and boy, a good pickup there, and it's a fresh set of downs. Cowboys have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Six Killer. And we have flags here. Somebody might have been a false start there. This would be the 72nd penalty against the Cowboys.
5-yard penalty. 1st down.
James Brookhart, our referee tonight, so that backs up the Pokes to the 6-yard line.
Cowboys check in Big Jamal Franklin to line up at left tackle.
A young man from Port Allen who played his high school football in Scotlandville. Barbie gets to carry again, tries that left side. He's into the end zone. Touchdown McNeese. And they answer. After giving up the field goal, after the fumble, they get a big drive there The long pass play to Jesse Campbell was the key, and McNeese is on the scoreboard.
Look, it was the fumbles early in the season for Joshawn Barbie. He got a little fumble happy. Well, now, Jeff, he's touchdown happy, and he has been playing some good football as of late. Now, again, 7 touchdowns in the last 6 games. He has been on a roll, and the Cowboys take the lead in the first quarter.
Tyler Larco through the uprights, and McNeese has its first lead of the ballgame, a 7-3 lead as you get the ground view of this run here by Barbie. Nice job by the offensive line. And that completes a 7-play, 75-yard drive. 7-3 is our score. A lot of scoring early in this one from Lake Charles. We'll have more on ESPN.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
You guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Sick. Okay, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. There comes a day when I'll be the one you dream. It's gonna be Ray.
Oh, it's him, I guess.
Dude, are you crying?
What? No, there's something in my eye.
Credit Union One Free Checking has everything you need to bank on the go. Make deposits and more with our highly rated mobile app. And get your direct deposit up to 2 days sooner with CU1 Early Pay. Open your account in minutes at creditunion1.org.
Nearly 10 years ago, Lake Charles Toyota began challenging you to raise your expectations. Now, 10 years later, our commitment to that mantra has never been stronger. In addition to providing award-winning sales and service, we're continuing to reinvest in our community, and we're adding offerings like our convenient mobile service program and our express wash drive-through car wash to provide every customer with an outstanding experience every time. Our goal is to be able to meet every automotive need you encounter so that you never have to take your car anywhere else. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
What makes your hometown unique? It's all those special places you know and love. The great meals shared at that restaurant right down the road. The mom and pop shop that's been on that corner since, well, as long as you can remember. Local businesses make Southwest Louisiana stronger. They bring character and charm, provide jobs, and support local causes. They are the heart and soul of our neighborhood. So the next time you're shopping around, love your local businesses and help keep our communities unique.
Back in Lake Charles, Jeff Lermo and Chaston Tavares with you after a 7-play, 75-yard drive highlighted by a 39-yard pass from Six-Killer to Campbell. And McNeese on the board here as they lead Texas A&M Commerce 7-3. Larco's kick short, end over end. Going to be handled from about the 5-yard line, and not much chance there for the return man, Devin Matthews from Seguin, Texas. And the Lions will start here this drive at about their own 20-yard line or so.
Now we're going to see this offense really into full force. As they got their first drive started, down around the 20 after the turnover, we'll finally get to see really this offense. I'd be curious to see if we finally see B.K. Jackson. Yeah. That's going to be something.
Yeah, he is out there.
There he is.
That was interesting. He was not out there for the first series. Again, Will Madonna, your starting quarterback last week, 17 of 30 for 178 yards, a couple touchdowns, and an interception as he came in relief of Ron Peace. Low snap there. Madonna's just got a fall on it. And that's a loss for the Lions. So snapping the football, a bit of an issue here tonight, as getting in the backfield quickly for the McNeese Cowboys was Marquez White.
What a strange start to this football game. It is a little bit muggy out here.
Well, that's still no excuse not to get the snap off. The Lions, they're averaging 20 points a game. They're only averaging 86 yards a rush, but they are averaging 247 through the air. Madonna is 6'2", 215 pounds, and they pitch it out here to B.K. Jackson. Jackson's got a blocker in front of him, but he cannot turn the corner. Good job stretching that out by Levi Wyatt, the junior from Mississippi and Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. And it's 3rd down and long here It's going to be about 3rd down and 15. The Lions, they are converting 40% of the time on 3rd down. And McNeese is allowing opponents to convert 40% of the time on 3rd down.
It's a big play here for the Cowboy defense. Cowboy faithful to make some noise.
Schenkel is the running back with Madonna. Madonna's got time to throw here into a lot of coverage, and it's incomplete. Was trying to find Christian Jordan, his leading receiver, 33 catches on the season. And that's knocked away, and McNeese should get good field position here.
Tell you what, that was the first time we've really seen them look downfield, and the Cowboys secondary did a good job of hanging around the football. Thought they wanted to swing it out of the backfield to Schenkel. As you mentioned, they kind of had him on the wheel route here. Instead, they throw it into double coverage right at the sticks. And the throw was way too high.
Yusef Leak, his 8th pass defense on the season. That's now 45 for a team for the Cowboys when they just had 26 a year ago. Mitchell McGarry on the punt, and they came through to the middle, nearly got it. And then handling the return. And it's going to be great field position here for the Cowboys as McAllister picked up a couple extra yards on the return.
Cowboys going to have some good field position. Get to see Camden Sixskiller in the Cowboy offense. Again, no Clifton McDowell for the Cowboys the rest of the way. We'll see it. Look, yeah, you're right. They nearly got a hand on it. And McAllister had to make the catch over the defender. Not even sure why he didn't call the fair catch there.
Dylan Dozart is back out there for McNeese, starting at right guard for them in this game. One guy that they were able to get back. And this is more Barbie. This time he tried the right side, and a couple of Lions converged in on the tackle, including Jaheim Lord.
A lot of O-line depth. Look, they're going to be able to rotate a couple of guys in. McNeese getting healthier. Dozart back this week, able to shift some guys around.
So this is 2nd down and 9. Sixskiller, and it's incomplete. Trying to make a one-handed grab there was Jesse Campbell, and now it's 3rd down and 8.
I think that was one of those, if you're Sixskiller, you want to take a little bit off of him, kind of float it in there to him. He had to step on his receiver. Instead, he throws a 100-mile-an-hour fastball at a guy that's, a couple yards down the field. Not able to haul it in was Campbell, and it falls incomplete. Cowboys face 3rd down and long.
3rd and 8. Remember on that Campbell pass, it was 3rd down and 10 for the Cowboys. Let's see, and now we have again more pre-snap penalties here.
Snap infraction, number 78, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So that backs them up 5 yards, second 5-yard penalty here.
See if they take another shot. Jamal Levi in the football game.
On 3rd down and 15. Campbell, the wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. That's who they went to last time on 3rd and long. Sixskiller finally gets the snap. And did he get it off in time?
I thought the Lion defensive end got a head start, but they might get the false start on McNeese here. I definitely thought the Lion got started early, but it wasn't full
start. Number 79, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Yeah, it was Greg Knox who gets the penalty. Looked like I saw it was Warren Robinson over on the left side get going, but it was obviously a pull from Greg Knox getting going a little bit early.
3rd down and long, they'll just run the football here and only pick up just a few yards. So McNeese unable to take advantage of that outstanding field position as the Lions defense come up strong. Couple of self-inflicted wounds there for the Cowboys on that offensive drive.
Yeah, look, the Cowboys had a little bit of a lane. Joshawn Barbie was trying to get to the outside. Commerce does a good job closing that lane pretty quickly. And the Cowboys will have to punt the football. And Finn Lappin, I think Might be my favorite player on this McNeese football team.
Did not have a great game last week against Nichols. Only averaged 37 yards a punt. He's averaging for the season 47. And that leads the Southland Conference, and he gets off a good one here. High punt. Can they down it? Nope, it's going to bounce it at the 1 and end up into the end zone. So Lions will get the ball back. They're down by 4, 7-3, midway through the first quarter from Lake Charles here on ESPN.
With ServiceNow, AI can transform your business by helping your people work better. Because when your people work better, everything works better. So, let's get to work.
Did your soul here?
Yeah, he's super nice.
I was so excited when I heard this sandwich was back. I was like, Cloud 9, 2 words, Cloud 9. What's up? This is Mike.
And this is Celia.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich
Is the symphony of flavors. You can always count on that crispy, tender, juicy chicken, and it's got pickled jalapenos, and it's so good.
My favorite part is the pimento cheese. Topped off with the honey, it all comes together perfectly. I like the original.
I like the spicy chicken fillet, but either way,
You're getting a winner.
real customers paid for their testimonials.
Brian uses Odoo to manage his business. Rachel uses all of this. Odoo brings everything you need to manage your business into one platform. No more chaos juggling multiple apps across different platforms. With Odoo, sales, CRM, accounting, inventory, manufacturing, marketing, website, and much more all communicate and work in perfect harmony. Odoo is made just for you. Whatever your business needs, Odoo has it.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. Sign up today.
It's the return of women's college hoops.
Oh, my!
With the game's brightest stars. Must-see matchups. And off-the-charts hype. The 2024 Allied Tip-Off. Sunday at 3 on ESPN.
Back in Lake Charles, Jeff Palermo and Chaston Tavares. Madonna will hand it off here to Bilbo. Bilbo will go around the right end on the jet sweep as he gets about 19 yards there, or 9 yards there. Diane Bilbo from Mississippi, 20 catches on the season.
Had a convoy of blockers in front of him, just split his two offensive linemen. Created a great hole.
Got
second down and 1.
Got a good block there from Ethan Vasquez. Texas A&M Commerce threw for 345 yards last week. They got behind early. Prairie View A&M hit some big plays on them early in that game. Madonna, quick pass, and he's got a man wide open who ends up injuring his leg and has to just get out of bounds as fast as he can. That's Sean Salas.
Yeah, that was a little strange. I mean, first off, he wasn't covered. He was wide open.
Yep.
Kind of a flare out of the backfield, and luckily, he was right there at the sideline. We'll see it here. It was a tight end that's uncovered, and you can see kind of gets hobbled and just immediately goes out of bounds.
That's strange. Salas had 4 catches last week for 116 yards and a touchdown. That's his 19th grab of the season out of Carrollton, Texas. First down and 10. Put a man in motion. Madonna now will swing it out. Let's see if Bilbo, no, he can't get anywhere. Great job in the backfield defensively. Jonquay Levis there for McNeese. And a huge loss here for the Lions.
Yeah, Jerger's gotten into the backfield. Jonquay in the backfield. And loss of about 3 yards there.
Nice job by Lewis, Jonquay Lewis. Transfer from Kansas, the senior, 23 tackles on the season. Second down and long now, going to be second down and 13.
See if Cowboys bring any pressure right here. They haven't been able to get back there just yet, but they've been able to get the football out pretty quickly.
Delay a game here going to be called against Texas A&M Commerce unless they got the timeout, and they did. So the timeout is called.
Texas A&M Commerce. First charge of the first half. This is a 30
just got it out because the clock had just hit 0. Again, you know, Commerce, they've got a lot of offensive line depth. That's why I mentioned I was curious to see if the Cowboys would bring a little bit of pressure there. They've got a ton of O-line depth, kind of rotate a bunch of guys in and out. And I think if you talk to Coach Dalzell, he'll tell you that's kind of that's his key to the game, is how his offensive line can perform.
Quentin Dalzell, in his second season, he played at A&M Commerce. Back when it was known as East Texas State, threw for over 3,000 yards, 22 touchdowns, and then he spent 13 years in the Arena Football League, and then he spent 13 seasons as a head coach in indoor professional football.
Guy's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he is. He was a 3-sport athlete when he was here. Oh, look at this little trickeration, and then the throw is incomplete, and then a big hit. They tried to get it to Schenkel, and then coming up and absolutely delivering a boom there was Silvera, which he's known to do. Let's look at it again.
Yeah, look, it switched to a couple of different hands, and they finally give it back to the quarterback, trying to hit the back out of the backfield, and Booksy read it all the way and just laid the hammer down. Throw was a bit high. I don't think he would have made the catch anyway. Nevertheless, here's a big third down.
Madonna early on, 3 of 5 for 11 yards, and he's facing a 3rd down and 13.
Just haven't been able to move the football.
Nope, not at all. Schenkel in the backfield with them. Madonna's got time over the middle, and somehow he threaded it in there for a 1st down. That got past 2 McNeese defenders who had a chance to get their hands on it. And Christian Jordan making the grab. His 34th catch of the season.
I will tell you, I have no idea how he got this football in there. Right past Jake Held. I have no idea how he gets that football in there.
Big 1st down there. And it's the first conversion on 3rd down for the Lions. They were 0 for 3 heading into that 3rd down situation. So now the ball at midfield here for the Lions, and Madonna will go back to the air, and incomplete. Had a man in the flat, but missed him.
That's kind of been the story. And they've had guys open, they just haven't been able to hit the receiver on the short yardage situation. Or the 1st down's kind of been the bugaboo so far. Not able to get anything, and I see him go back to the run a little bit here. It had a little bit of success. They do like to throw the football a lot, though.
They certainly do. Got 2nd down and 10 here, and we really just haven't seen a lot of B.K. Jackson, their leading rusher. This is another chance for Schenkel, and he gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Micah Davey got back there and made the tackle. Or check that was Macy Lewis who got back there and made the tackle. The young man from Lafayette Christian High School comes in and gets a big hit there, and it's 3rd down and long.
He went completely unblocked off from his defensive end position. The offensive linemen were kind of pulling to set up an alleyway for him to be able to run the football, and he just went unblocked, and he came from the blind side, took him down, 3rd down and long here for the Lions.
5th tackle for a loss for Macy Lewis this season. Quick pass as they try to run a screen, and it's going to work for a 1st down and much more. Jared Wilson all the way inside the 20, but there is a flag down, 2 flags down, near the area where the quarterback, Madonna, was hit.
I think there might be 2 different penalties here.
Nicely designed play there to free it up for Jared Wilson out of Mesa, Arizona. Good run after the catch. There were some blockers there, but the Lions are retreating. We'll get the call here from James Brookhart, our referee.
Two fouls in play, 1 on each team. Holding, offense, number 51. Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 48, defense. The penalty's offset. Replay 3rd down.
Well, the good old-fashioned offsetting penalties. So the play basically never happened, and it's 3rd down and 10 once again.
Yeah, that's killer if you're Commerce.
Yep.
You get the big play, really your first big play of the football game, and it comes back. 1 on the holding, and then, of course, the McNeese roughing the passer. So we'll replay 3rd down and 11.
They bring the blitz again, and that time it's batted down. There was no chance that he was going to get that play off. Knocked down there by Marquez White. And the punt team coming on for the Lions.
Beck's in the house. The Cowboys brought the pressure I was asking for it a minute ago. This time they bring 4. And again, the linemen were trying to pull out. They don't even block 2 of the McNeese Cowboys. And it's an easy route to the quarterback. And McNeese gets off the football field. Lions left the punt again.
Mitchell McGarry back out the punt, a preseason All-Southland Conference second-team selection. Averaging 40.5 yards a punt. He's got 6 punts that have gone more than 50 yards this season. And he's nailed 15 of them inside the 20-yard line. Good high punt here, fair catch single. Running up and making the grab at the 15 is Matthew McAllister. So Cowboys will have to start this drive from inside their own 20. 78 total yards for McNeese, just 30 for the Lions.
It's been a couple of weird offensive possessions for McNeese. The first one, obviously, it goes one play in the fumble. Then you march right down the field on a couple of spectacular plays in your second drive. Then the third one kind of stalls out. See if they can get the running game going right here. Lean a little bit on that offensive line. You see Joshawn Barbie in the backfield. Lean a little bit more on the running game right here.
And actually getting the carry there was Bryce Strong, who's really come on as the season has gone along. 123 yards rushing, averaging 7 yards a carry. Gervonta Citizen, the big-time prospect out of Lake Charles. Coach Gary Goff announcing this week that he is done for the season with an injury. He cannot stay away from the injury bug, can Citizen. Also, we probably will not see D'Angelo Durham, but we could see Colby Ham here tonight for the Cowboys out of the backfield. A lot of time to throw here for Six Killer. Now he's on the run. And he'll just step out of bounds. And he's very close to a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see from Six Killer. A guy that does not want to get out of the pocket and run the football. That was Clifton McDowell. You're starting to see McNeese is trying to change the offense. He sees the open running lane with the defender bringing out here. So he just takes advantage of green grass in front of him and picks up right at 6 yards. And it's going to be close to a first down, but it'll be about 3 yards short.
So 3rd down and 3. Thought he should have gotten a better spot than what he ended up getting. Six Killer now. They'll hand it off, and a nice run here by Strong, and he breaks free. Strong out to the 40. Strong staying on his feet. Strong makes a move, heading to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown Cowboys! Longest run of the season for McNeese.
Lions had a couple of would-be tacklers, but Bryce Strong a little too strong to get him to the end zone. And I said I wanted to see him lean a little bit on the run game, and they did right there. Bryce Strong, it took him 2 carries, and he went to the house. And that's just what you wanted if you're Coach Gary Goff and company.
78-yard touchdown run for Bryce Strong. And now the extra point try here from Tyler Larco. And that is good. And once again, the Lions are victimized by the big play. Let's watch it again. Well, this is actually, you'll see the conclusion of Six Killer running out of bounds. Maybe we'll be able to get it to you here in a second. But in the loss last week to Prairie View A&M, the Lions gave up a 59-yard touchdown pass, a 76-yard touchdown run, and also an 80-yard touchdown pass. So they've been victimized by the big play here, and it strikes them right here from Bryce Strong, who only had 123 yards rushing on the season, and he gets 78 right there. Let's look at it again.
Yeah, look, just handed it again. The Red Sea opened up on the left side, able to get rid of one would-be tackler. Then it was got a foot race, kind of got away from 2 defenders, gets away from the shoestring tackle, reverses, goes middle of the field, and it is all green grass from there. And what a run there from Bryce Strong, and the Cowboys now up double digits.
Cole LeClaire and that offensive line paving the way. Nice job there, and that's how you definitely get the running game involved.
Again, McNeese has had the offensive line has done a tremendous job. We have seen, I mean, I could run through those holes, and I'm not running anywhere. If I'm running, you better be running. They've created some gaping holes, and look, whether it's Camden, Six Killer, Joshawn Barbie, Bryce Strong, they've been able to capitalize on that. So kudos to that offensive line.
Tyler Larco will approach, and the boot. Good high kick here. And it will be returned. The return man able to shake off a couple of defenders, and he is still on his feet. Now the ball comes out, and it looks like the Cowboys have it. And they do. McNeese football. Devin Matthews coughs it up. Second time the ball has been on the ground here for Texas A&M Commerce, and this time it results in a turnover going to McNeese.
We're going to see he kind of did a little bit, tried to do a little bit too much, tried to fight for a little bit extra yards. We'll see. Look, starts there, would-be tackler. McNeese misses one tackler, tries to hurdle this guy, nearly goes down, gets loose, and then you're going to see right here, still trying to fight for extra yards. They popped the football out. I believe that was going to be Peyton Lemaire who pops the football out. Cowboys come up with it, and this is a huge drive. Ball inside of the 40-yard line. Got to capitalize here if you're the Pokes.
They'll go back to the ground again, and another big run here for McNeese. All the way inside the 10-yard line. That's Joshawn Barbie. And they're carving up this Lions defense.
They didn't have a lot of running room to start the first couple of drives, and boy, it has opened up like the Red Sea over the last two drives. Two tremendous runs on back-to-back plays. This time it's Joshawn Barbie, and boy, when he gets in the open space, watch out, because he has got some incredible speed. A great open field tackle there by Kendall Paul, just lowers the shoulder and able to get him down and keep it from scoring the touchdown.
Logan Malden throwing a key block there on that play. Barbie now going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Gates, one of the defenders there. And it's now 2nd and goal at the 4. McNeese will bring in an extra offensive lineman here as Jamal Franklin will come into the game.
That's a big kid, isn't it?
It certainly is. He's close to 390. Southeastern has won today. They defeated Lamar in overtime, 30-27. Big win for the Lions over in Beaumont. 2nd and goal. Barbie to the left side. And they stop him right at the 1.
They tried to reach that arm out, get that extra effort into the end zone.
Brandon Tucker, the big-time tackling machine whose motor never stops for the Lions, was in on that one. 3rd and goal at the 1. McNeese already up by 11, looking for a little more here, trying to take advantage of the turnover, and that looks like it will be your final play of the first quarter, as there's 15 seconds on the clock, and they'll just let it tick off. As we'll watch this one again from Barbie. Well, this game started off rough for McNeese. They fumbled the opening snap from the line of scrimmage. But McNeese's defense held the Lions to a field goal, and it's been all McNeese since then. And they lead it 14-3. More coming up from Lake Charles when we come back here on ESPN.
The State Farm Champions Classic, Tuesday on ESPN.
Quarter with McNeese leading Texas A&M Commerce 14-3. Jeff Lermo, Chaston Tavares. The Cowboys nearly 200 yards of offense in that opening quarter, trying to finish off this drive on 3rd and goal, and the Lions stop them. Chasten, you got to go for it here on fourth and goal. What do you think?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Look, Commerce did a great job. I kind of thought McNeese was going to draw him off a little bit. It looks like the field goal unit's going to come in here.
They want the points.
And you can't fault Coach Goff at all for that one. But look, they brought in an extra blocker to kind of line up in that up back position, thinking you were going to kind of run behind it. Commerce wasn't fooled at all. They stayed at home and able to get a big stop on the 1 yard line. Actually, I think he lost a yard. And now Tyler Larco will come on to attempt a field goal.
Anthony Gray, one of the main defenders there for the Lions. The field goal try is good. And McNeese, they take the points there. And they lead it now 17-3. Another nice drive there after the turnover. And the Lions find themselves in the hole once again. They fell behind big time last week against Prairie View A&M, and they're going to have to battle back once again here tonight in Lake Charles. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Casati Pines at Coshada, nestled in the natural wetlands of southwest Louisiana on 65 acres of looking glass lakes. Surrounded by stately pines and live oaks, it's an experience unlike any other. A challenging 18-hole par 72 championship course, 6 sets of tees, and a unique 19th tiebreaker hole. Ranked the 18th best golf course in the USA by Golf Advisor. Casati Pines at Coshada in Kinder, Louisiana. Louisiana's best bet.
A brand. When you see it, you know exactly what quality you can expect based on the integrity of where it came from. In the Old West, when a cowboy signed on with a ranch, he committed to riding for the brand. And that commitment meant he was all in. A promise to protect the brand as if it were his own, and a loyal allegiance to those he worked with and served. Same holds true today. This is cowboy country, and here at McNeese, we ride for the brand.
In my Louisiana, sunrise means fresh seafood on the table.
My Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast! With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic, from sun up to sundown.
Till sun up again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
I have always enjoyed an active lifestyle, but the pain in my knees wore me down. The pain I experienced made it difficult to stand for even more than 5 minutes at a time. I was so tired of telling my grandsons, I can't play now, Nana's knees hurt. Then I had both knees replaced at Memorial, and now I'm back doing what I love, making pasta with my husband, hiking, and spending time with my grandkids. Next stop, Yellowstone. This is my life without joint pain.
Back in Lake Charles, Jeff Palermo and Chasten Tavares with you. 17-3 the score here as McNeese, 5-play, 35-yard drive, capped off by the 18-yard field goal by Tyler Larco. As the Lions able to keep the Cowboys out of the end zone, even though they got it inside or right up to the 1 yard line. Nice kick there by Larco. He's got a little bit of a breeze behind him. Not a good first quarter there for the Lions offensively. Only 30 yards of offense. And again, we did not know who would be the starting quarterback for Texas A&M Commerce coming into the game. Could have been either Ron Peace, who started last week but then left with a foot injury. Maybe it was going to be Eric Rodriguez or Will Madonna. When we spoke with Clint Dozell, the head coach for the Lions, he said, hey, who's ever the healthiest, that's who we're going to go with. They felt like they missed some throws last week, but all three of these quarterbacks that I just mentioned, Madonna, Rodriguez, and Peace, they're all banged up. Right now they need to get something going, and they just keep going backwards. They can't get a ground game going as the Cowboys. Another tackle for a loss here tonight.
Yeah, look, it's a credit to the McNeese defensive front because, look, you know that they want to throw the football, so it's easy to kind of pin your ears back and set back and wait for the pass. But, look, they're staying home, and that's why I feel like the Lions kind of want it to be a surprise that they're running the football as much as they do throw, but Cowboys staying at home. Credit to that defensive front because now Commerce in a big hole.
That was Micah Davey on a 10-yard loss. They now have -9 rushing yards in this game. Madonna incomplete. Trying to hit Dayton Sweeting from Trinity Valley Community College. 3rd down and 20 here. The Lions, they are 1 of 4 on 3rd down. Last week, A&M Commerce got behind 21-3 as they were playing Prairie View A&M on homecoming for Prairie View A&M. It's homecoming tonight for the Cowboys, and McNeese has a 17-3 lead on this Lions team that's just trying to figure out how to win football games. Madonna needs a big play. Gets the pass completed to Wilson, and Wilson has 3 Cowboy defenders there right away. Levi Wyatt and Lewis, John Quay Lewis, were a couple of the defenders there, and the punt team coming on.
McNeese has been playing tremendous so far early defensively. Look, they gave up the 1 field goal, but I mean, they've only given up a couple of first downs, so they were put in a bad position. You know, when they gave up that field goal, able to get the stop on 3 and out to open it. But outside of that, it's been a bunch of 3 and outs for Commerce. The Cowboys set to get the football back again. Already looking for blood in the water.
Matthew McAllister ready to return this punt from Mitchell McGarry. And McGarry's punt will be taken at the 42, and he is quickly brought down. Good job on the punt coverage team. Tim Madison, the transfer from North Texas, made the tackle. 6 killers night. He's only completed 1 pass, but that was a big pass, that 39-yard. Ooh, we do have a flag down. Is that? I guess that is a flag. It's next to the officials.
Meeting of the minds here.
And another legal procedure penalty against McNeese. It's not gonna, probably they'll take it on the, they'll just back him up 5 more yards after the or are they gonna punt it again?
A lot of just standing around, huh?
Well, the punt return team is back on the field for McNeese.
Yeah, now the defensive team is heading over to the sidelines. That may indicate we're going to try and re-kick this. Again, still haven't even got the indication from the White Hat just yet.
Well, it looks like as some of the officials are talking with the coaching staff. Here we go.
And now we're going to
legal formation. On the receiving team, number 22 is lined up over the snapper. It's a 5-yard penalty, re-kick, 4th down.
So they make them re-kick it. By the way, 4 penalties now on the Cowboys, 0 so far for the Lions. So I know Gary Goff wants to put an end to these penalties. The penalties in particular that he has not been very happy with are some of the unsportsmanlike penalties that have been called on his guys. We haven't seen any of those here tonight, but still these little 5-yard penalties are annoying.
Yeah, that's no joke. Look, the one thing that I think the emphasis this week, the main penalties they've been worried about is the unsportsmanlike penalties. And cutting those out. Luckily, haven't had any of those yet.
McAllister to return it. He's standing inside his own 35. This is a high punt. McAllister will fair catch it at the 29. So out of all that, the Lions do gain some yardage here, and McNeese will start at the 29. And we're going to hit another break here from Lake Charles. So we have just over 12 minutes to go before halftime. 17-3 McNeese.
Let's go to our next segment, Fairest Calls, inspired by Geico's fair and fast 24/7 claims service.
Do we have to do the Geico stuff on him here?
Yep, we do. Let's play the clip.
Holding, number 53, 10-yard penalty.
This literally happens every game. Can we just skip to the action?
Nope, nothing but fair and fast claims, just like Geico. Here's the next clip.
But I don't want to play the coach.
Pass interference, number 34.
Wow, doesn't get any fairer than this, boys.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
If I was to describe this sandwich in one word, I would say magical. Hi, this is Jamor, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is that extra oomph. I go back and forth from the spicy filet to the original filet. Personally, I get into the sweetness of the honey. That's what hits first. Then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet. And then you also have the spice of the jalapeno peppers. The combination alone takes it over the top. It's award-winning in my mind.
Real customer paid for their testimonial.
A guy rear-ended us at a light. I was hurt.
I was injured by a big truck in Westlake.
I was injured on the job in Lake Charles.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. No matter where or how you're injured here in Southwest Louisiana, your local hometown attorneys are ready to fight for you.
I got Gordon, and my local hometown attorneys got me $2 million.
$390,000.
$500,000. Get Gordon. Get it done.
Just call us. Get it done.
Call 888-8888.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. Sign up today.
$17-3, McNeese leading A&M Commerce. 12:34 to go here. And they'll try to run it off the left side, and the Lions there defensively, shutting it down. Levon Williams, 50 tackles on the season out of San Antonio, Texas, one of the defenders there. Six-Killer has only completed one pass, but it was a big pass to Jesse Campbell for 39 yards. Strong has 79 yards rushing. Barbie's got 64, 159 on the ground here for the Cowboys. Six-Killer keeps it around the right end. Six-Killer showing that he's got some moves and a first down.
That was a tremendous play fake here from Camden. Six-Killer showing that he can run the football a little bit. He said, I'm not just a thrower, I'm a runner as well. Look, he keeps it off the right edge and look, makes a couple of guys miss. We saw it about a month ago. He's got a little bit of a gritty in there, and he's able to get it up to midfield. Cowboys back in business.
King Amber's missing a tackle there for the Lions, and Six-Killer picks up the first down. Now he'll look to throw, and he heaves one downfield into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Intercepted at the 10-yard line, and that's exactly what the Lions needed there. A little bit of a change of momentum as it was picked off by Kendall Paul. Paul, one of the better defenders in that secondary. He's got 6 passes broken up on the year, and now he's got his first interception. And for Six-Killer, that's the 4th INT he's thrown this year.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what Six saw there. There was 2 guys there. I think the safety dropped back to help kind of in coverage a bit, and there was 2 guys in coverage, and his guy wasn't, I mean, it didn't even have a step. Not sure what Six saw there. Now Lions got to find a way to get some offense rolling. Again, haven't seen anything from BK Jackson yet.
No, we saw him out there for a play. He must be banged up for him not to really be out there at all here tonight. Schenkel in motion out of the backfield. Now they throw it to him, and incomplete. And it's been a rough start here for Will Madonna, who came in late to the program as he transferred in late. And so he did not have spring football. And a kid that threw for over 2,000 yards at Long Beach Community College. He saw an opportunity where he could play here, and it just hasn't gone his way as there's been injuries and other guys. You know, Ron Peace, he's had some good games this season as the quarterback for the Lions, including a 457-yard performance against UC Davis. Nice run here off the left side. One of the better offensive plays actually of the night as Madonna carried it. But yeah, he threw for 2,609 yards and 28 touchdowns at Long Beach Community College. And he can run the football. Clint Dozell described him as a tough runner, and he ran the ball well there. A manageable 3rd down here, 3rd down and 2 for the Lions. McNeese brings the blitz, and keeping it is Madonna, and he'll take it as he runs out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
I'm kind of seeing them dip into a little bit of like what Taysom Hill does with the New Orleans Saints. It was quarterback power, and now right there is just following behind your lead blocker again on quarterback power and able to pick up a couple of yards. First downs have been few and far between for the Commerce Lions and able to pick one up there.
4th first down of the game Madonna's got good size, 6'2", 215 pounds. Has a lot of the respect of his teammates. Now a nice run here, as that is KJ Schenkel on the carry. As he picked up about 5.
Again, this drive has been a lot. That was another one that, you know, Madonna had the chance to tuck it if he wanted to, decides to hand it off.
This is only the 3rd game of the season for KJ Schenkel. He came in with 12 carries for 29 yards.
Again, I think he might eclipse that tonight.
From Butler Community College out of Richmond, Texas.
Quarterback power again.
And Madonna close to the first down. So yeah, they might have found something here. It's been a rough night throwing the football for Madonna. 5 of 11 for 35 yards. But if there's anything they can do to just at least move the chains here a little bit.
They've basically thrown everything out that they've done previous. They want to run, they want to throw the football, but it feels like they've found something a little bit here. McNeese going to have to adjust to this kind of quarterback power that they've thrown out here.
Another 3rd and short here for A&M Commerce. They're 2 of 6 on 3rd down conversions. Schenkel running hard. He's close. I think he's going to be stopped just shy. Oh boy. Down by 2 touchdowns. It's 4th down and less than a yard. Clint Dodzell does he decide, hey, we got 1 win on the year. Let's just go for it. You got a big quarterback in Madonna. He can run the quarterback sneak here.
Yeah, you might as well go back right back with that quarterback power. You've had success.
I tell you what, I'm 1-7. I'm going for this thing.
I agree, and I'm getting right behind Jaden Jones because that is a big fella. 6'5", 311. I'm getting right behind 77.
Could try to draw him off sides as well.
Go to the shotgun, need 1 yard.
Got to get under. Yeah, I'm never a big fan of that, but that's what they do nowadays. Here we go, 4th down. Schenkel's got the first down. Good, strong run. And I tell you what, there was a McNeese defender that came breaking through the line of scrimmage right up the middle, so Schenkel had to make a move. And I like the call. They're now 12 of 22 on 4th downs this season.
Nice jump cut there right at the line of scrimmage.
Exactly.
Able to.
Bugsy Silvera was the one that came through free into the Lions backfield. And so this drive continues. That's now 5 first downs. McNeese has 6. Still only 50 yards of offense. Madonna trying to get something going through the air, and is that complete? It looks like right around the midfield marker. And it's making the grab was Tyson Schilling out of St. Paul, Minnesota.
Transfer from Mississippi State.
His 10th grab of the season.
We'll see if he's able to get the feet inbounds right here. Look, they're going to want to go quick, and he does. Man, what a great job to finish that catch.
Best drive of the night here for the Lions, and now they bring in McMillan again. And McMillan doesn't do anything on that carry, maybe a yard. That's about it.
The thing about this quarterback power, defensively and really offensively, is it makes McNeese, obviously they're respecting the pass, but it also respects you as a runner as well, which means you've also got to leave your, spy on the quarterback as well.
Micah Davey was in on the tackle there. Gain of about 2. Madonna to throw, quick throw out the hands of the intended receiver. Well defended by Wyatt as they were trying to get to Jordan. And it's 3rd down. Jordan is a guy who runs a lot of good routes, most consistent route runner. He's got some good speed downfield. But so far here tonight, he's been held to just 1 catch, 18 yards. 3rd down and 8. Lions are 2 of 7 on 3rd downs here tonight. Madonna stepping up, throws, nearly intercepted. Almost picked off on the play. John Clay Lewis got his hands on it, knocking it down. Where's he going? with the football on this play.
That's the other part that I was wondering, because the linebacker reaches the whole way, trying to go on the wheel route to the running back, but I feel like you need to get a little more air under that, especially with that linebacker creeping up, right? That safety rather creeping up.
McGarry out the punt once again.
And that is just devastating, because you felt like you had something going offensively, and now you've got to punt the football away.
Fourth punt of the night, sky high punt. Fair catch called at the 16. That's the second punt inside the 20 for McGarry. Cowboys will have the ball back. They're up by 2 touchdowns on homecoming night in Lake Charles here on ESPN.
Cowboy fans, get ready for the return of the 2024 Cowboy Block Parties, brought to you by Lake Charles Toyota. The Cowboy Block Parties happen every Friday night before every home game on the corner of McNeese and Commerce Street in the Grove. Get ready to see and hear 337, The Bag of Donuts, Wayne Toops, Rusty McTwire, and the Party Hounds. The Cowboy Block Parties are absolutely free and open to the public. Don't miss the 2024 Cowboy Block Parties, brought to you by Lake Charles Toyota.
Here at Navarre Auto Group, protecting your investment is our #1 priority. We were the first to bring to market the lifetime powertrain warranty, and now we're making the ownership experience even better with Value Shield. This month, with the purchase of a new vehicle from Navarre, you'll receive $10,000 in Value Shield. If your vehicle is damaged or wrecked, you can use the $10,000 to trade out of that vehicle and get into a vehicle with a clean Carfax. If protecting your investment from diminished value is important to you, then visit us today at navarrehasIt.com.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. #1. Thank you.
Thank you.
The #1 grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Welcome to Chicken Salad Chick.
I've been looking for love. I forgot what I missed, but I remember that high. First thing I'd say, this is pure, this is perfect. Something nothing else can do, just you. So give me you.
There's no place like the Chick.
McNeese Cowboys back at home here in Lake Charles at Cowboy Stadium, Louis Bonnet Field. First home game since September 21st, and they're up by 2 touchdowns over Texas A&M Commerce as Barbie running it off the left side. Gets about 7 or 8. Brought down on the play. Brandon Tucker in on the tackle. Trying to go 4-0 at home is McNeese since 2018. This is the 69th homecoming for McNeese. Did not have one last year as a result of the tragic fatal shooting of a Northwestern State player, and the Demons ended up canceling their season, and that ended up canceling homecoming, or at least a homecoming game. McNeese trying to go unbeaten at home for the first time since 2015 when they went 5-0. They'll host, obviously they're playing A&M Commerce tonight. They got a bye next week, and then at Northwestern State, a winless team on November 16th, and then they host Lamar in the regular season finale. Nice hole here for Bryce Strong. Ended up getting upended on the play, as the defender there was Lavon Williams for Commerce.
Between Barbie and Strong, they're running extremely hard right now. And there was major gaps.
Good 1-2 punch, right?
Yeah, no kidding. You'll take those two guys. That's why coming into the season, you felt like with them and Durham, and also Trevante Suzy, you have one of the best running back rooms in all of FCS football.
6 killer pressure coming. Heaves one downfield, and it's incomplete to the defender. And there's the flag finally. Yeah,
that's what I was kind of sitting here waiting for, because I mean it looked like he had a handful of the receiver's jersey the whole way through.
C.J. DeVille, who has been hurt for most of the season, the transfer from Purdue, the local product out of Kinder.
Pass interference, number 29, defense. Penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot. It carries an automatic first down.
That's the first penalty on the Lions tonight.
Took a minute for that one to come out. Beginning to wonder if it would. Nevertheless, Cowboys will get the football up closer to the 50-yard line. And with just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half, boy, you love nothing more than to find a score right here.
Strong in the backfield. Six-killer spins away from the pressure. Throws one out of bounds into the front row here at Cowboy Stadium. A year ago, Texas A&M Commerce to begin Southland Conference play. They defeated McNeese 41-10. It was the first collegiate coaching win for Quint Dozell, but it's been a struggle for the Lions. Just one win last year, just one win this season. They got 3 losses this year where they lost by 12 points or less. Their lone win on the season was against Northwestern State, beating the Demons 42-21 in Natchitoches.
Another false start penalty for the Cowboys. Feels like those are starting to pile up. Yeah, look, they're 1-7, but when you look down their schedule, they have had a couple of, gut-wrenching, really close overtime losses that have really came down to the wire. Coach Dalzell told us to do his best. He's got to find ways to win football games in the fourth quarter.
Lost to Grambling in overtime. Bryce Strong again. Strong all the way to the 35 before he is shoved out of bounds as the Cowboys running game continues to just churn out yards. Jaden Rios, a star defensive back for the Lions, made the tackle, but another first down here for the Cowboys. They've only completed one pass, but hey, when you've rushed for over 200 yards in the first half, you don't need a passing game, Chaston.
That's exactly right. Look, they knew they'd be able to run the football, and they've done so pretty darn well here tonight.
Joshawn Barbie patient there, waits for the hole to open up, hits the hole hard, and he gets up to the 26-yard line as we're approaching the 4-minute mark here before halftime.
That was one of the things that Coach Dalzell told us, was that, he was a little bit worried about McNeese's ability to run the football because he knows that they're a good running football team.
Barbie breaking through once again, another first down to the 19-yard line. Barbie, who had 121 yards last week, it was the first Cowboy to rush for over 100 yards in a game. Strong has already eclipsed the 100-yard mark. He's at 110. Barbie now, after that 8-yard run, he is up to 88 yards. It's 1st and 10 at the 19 as the Cowboys are moving the football up by 2 touchdowns. Plenty of time on the play clock here, 13 seconds. They go back to the ground, and finally somebody gets into the backfield and makes a play. That's Brandon Tucker, who had 12 tackles last week, had 15 tackles in a game against San Diego State to begin the year. But he is their main guy defensively. He's actually on the watch list for the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, look, this is a guy, both linebackers are very athletic. He's a leader, he's the quarterback of the defense, and a guy we haven't been able to really call his name a whole lot tonight.
2nd down and 12, 6-killer, looking to make something happen here. Over the middle, wide open, touchdown, Jonathan Harris. His first touchdown catch of the year.
Not a defender in sight. He was wide open. You can't get more open than that one. And Jonathan Harris trots into the end zone. Cowboy touchdown. It was the play action fake here for 6-killer. Just throws a dot. The linebacker, we just got done talking about Tucker. He decides to back off of Harris and let him go. Nobody there to cover him down into the end zone. And he walks into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Cowboys extend their lead up by 3 scores.
And the extra point is good. The second quarter has been an issue this year for the Cowboys. They've been outscored 110-30 in the second quarter, but here tonight, they've outscored the Lions 10-0. And 6-killer, he's completed 2 passes, but both of them have been very good. The 139-yard pass to Campbell to set up the first touchdown, and then hitting Jonathan Harris with the touchdown pass here. The senior from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, finds the end zone.
That was a great drive for the McNeese Cowboys. Talked about it. They've had a couple of opportunities to get back on the scoreboard. Finally able to do so here And that was a great throw from Sixkiller. Recognized that the linebacker in Tucker was going to back off of the receiver Harris. That was a mismatch from the jump, and able to take advantage. And again, all that set up by the run game. You've got two guys who are going to, potentially you're going to have 2 100-yard rushers in the game if they continue to run at the pace that they're running right now. And again, all comes back down to that offensive line, who has created some massive holes for that run game, which is able to set up the big pass plays. We've only seen 2 of them, but they've worked. We've only seen 2 completions, but they've worked to perfection.
Well, Coach Gary Goff was asked quite a bit during his press conference on Monday, with the losses to UIW and Nichols, that effectively taking McNeese out of the hunt for a Southland Conference championship or maybe an appearance in the FCS playoffs. But he said, hey, there is still a lot to play for this year. They're trying for their first non-losing season since 2019. I mean, this is a team, when you look at it, they come in with a record of 4-5. They're up big here. Northwestern State and Lamar, those are 2 winnable games. And for a program that did not win a game on the field at all last year, to have the opportunity to win 7 games this year would be huge for this program.
Yeah, it'd be absolutely massive, not only for the program, but the confidence of the players that you've got in that, and obviously the guys coming in over the next couple of years as well. So that would be a huge change for Coach Gary Goff and gang, who've just been on the kind of raw end of the deal as they've got trying to get this rebuild rolling.
Jalen Jackson and Cody Smith were in on that tackle. They're going to stick here with Madonna. 1st and 10 at the 11. We did see Ron Peace warming up before the game. Madonna's throw here, and that was not an easy chance to complete the pass as they were trying to get it to Jordan. And it's 2nd down and 10 as Madonna has had a tough night here throwing the football. He is now 6 of 15 for 50 yards.
Trying to fit that one into a tight window with 2 guys draped all over his defender.
How about these statistics, Chaston? McNeese, total yards 290 to 67.
Ouch.
And then the rushing yards 230 to 17.
Look, it's 30 yards in the first quarter and 37 yards here in the second.
2nd down and 10. Knocked down. There's Micah Davey missed several games as a result of a rib injury. Back out there. Came in with 56 tackles. Silvera, the leading tackler for the Cowboys. Nice job here by Davey.
Yeah, look, and then you just saw the adjustment by Coach Peck. I mentioned a little bit ago, you want to, with the quarterback power, with Madonna starting to run the football, we'll see if we can see a quarterback spy. There was your quarterback spy right there. It was Micah Davey sitting back there, making sure he's not able to get any room to run the football.
Tony Pecoraro, the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, 3rd down and 10. Clint Dozell calls the plays for the Lions. The head coach and going down in a sack. They got to Madonna that time. And the sack going to be credit to Ernest Grayson from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, that was a big-time sack. Look, he was triple-teamed and still was able to get to Madonna. He was working against 3 offensive linemen for the Lions and still able to get back to Madonna. What a big-time play.
Been another rough first half here for the Lions. And when you're struggling the way that they are struggling, these things can snowball on you. I believe McNeese called a timeout there.
McNeese Cowboys starting to smell blood in the water here with 2 minutes to go in the first half. You've been able to pretty much move the football at will. You're going to get pretty good field position. I mean, look, McAllister's coming out for the punt, and he's got his feet down around the 45-yard line, 50-yard line.
That was the first sack of the season for Grayson. His 2nd tackle for a loss. Cowboys looking to put this one out of reach here before halftime. On homecoming night, McAllister takes it from the 46, and he gets hit immediately and brought down to the turf. On the coverage there for the Lions, that was Brooks Rigney. A wide receiver transferred in from Blinn College. Coach Clint Dozell, who was a junior college guy himself, has really hit the JUCO ranks as far as getting guys into this program, was looking for players that have actually played, not guys that were dissatisfied with where they were at, were not playing and wanted to do something else. He wanted guys that have actually been out there playing.
Yeah, he said he feels like, this year last year they didn't have any depth. This year he feels like they're too deep at some positions.
Yeah. Oh, Six Killer mishandles another snap. That's the second time that's happened. It cost him a turnover earlier, actually on the first play from scrimmage, and that will bring us to the 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout.
It's all McNeese on homecoming night, despite 2 turnovers here for the Cowboys, as they lead A&M Commerce 24-3. We'll have the conclusion of the first half when we come back here on ESPN.
Qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2025 Tundra.
From Riley Eisner, who will actually interview the homecoming king and queen here on ESPN. Six Killer takes off, puts his shoulder down, and he bounces off a defender all the way to the 46-yard line. It was 2nd and 16. They got 14 right there thanks to the hard running by Six Killer.
Six showing he's got a little oomph right there.
Yeah.
Look at him. Look, just a quick drop, and then it was a run all the way. He sees a wide open spot with a blocker up in front, and then lowers the boom. Picks up 8 yards, and it's 3rd down and short. Good run there by Six.
So 3rd down and 2. And they'll give it to Strong, and Strong's got the first down. Nicely done there. Kobe Sebastian King on the tackle.
Cowboys with plenty of time. Minute 20. Couple of timeouts here. Still have 2 timeouts. Both teams with 2.
Clock ticking, under 70 seconds to go before halftime. Now Colby Ham making his first appearance out there. Play action fake, Six Killer winds up, throws deep, and it is knocked around and incomplete.
I think he caught it, might have been out of bounds, but a tremendous would have been catch. I believe that was Jesse Campbell.
It was Jesse Campbell.
I mean, he hauled it down just a little bit out of bounds. Six, a little bit under threw that football. Yeah, we'll see it right here. He's going to haul it in just out of bounds.
Christian Shaw defensively there from Lakes Ridge High School. A redshirt junior who's got an interception on the year.
Wow, he did haul that in. Wow.
2nd down and 10. You got 57 seconds to go now. Ham is the running back. And they'll actually hand it off to him. And Ham able to squirt through and fight for some more yards all the way to the 32-yard line. It's been impressive how well this McNeese team has run the football. Look at that, 50-plus yards rushing the football here tonight.
30-second timeout.
He's going to call a timeout right here with 48 seconds. It's a good timeout with the clock going to continue to roll. Don't want to let too much time roll off the clock. Still have a timeout in their back pocket with the ball inside of the 35-yard line. Again, with having those 2 timeouts, you still have the ability to run whatever you wanted in the playbook. Whether you want to run the football, throw it, because you've had success doing both.
So they got 252 yards rushing. A couple of years ago against Mississippi College, McNeese rushed for 350 yards. The last time they rushed for over 400 yards in a Southland game was against Lamar in 2015. And they're at 252. They get 400 yards in this game, considering that they'll probably run it a lot in the second half. I mean, that's not out of the question.
Which is absurd, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That's been the difference in the football game.
Yeah.
48 seconds. Cowboys getting still with a timeout. Back to work offensively.
Six Killer is going to be brought down. They got to him. Nice job by Brandon Tucker with the sack. 3.5 sacks for him. McNeese trying to get up to the line of scrimmage quickly here. They got one timeout. We're almost under 30 seconds to go before half. Ham gets a carry, trying to bounce it outside, brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Got to use your final timeout, and they do. Now this drive is all of a sudden stalled a little bit. And the sacks have been an issue here lately. 9 sacks allowed in the last 2 games as Six Killer was brought down there a couple plays ago.
Yeah, look, it kind of derailed after the timeout.
Right.
You know, you get the sack, and then you kind of a weird spot to call the run there. Not even a draw play, just a straight, outside run. But look, the Cowboys obviously going to have to put the football in the air right here. Got to make a smart decision here if you're Six Killer, because we've seen him throw the ball into a tight space and into double coverage. Don't want to do that right here with 22 seconds. Want to find a way to get the first down, maybe get some more points. Obviously, with the ball still now, you're teetering on the edge of field goal range at this point, with the ball hanging around the 37-yard line. It's gone backwards since that timeout.
Good crowd on hand for homecoming.
Look at the students out in full force.
Yeah, that's just a perfect night for football here. 74 degrees. Six Killer. Again, pressure coming in, and he goes down again. Another sack here as the Lions finally showing a little life here defensively.
They haven't sent a whole ton of pressure, and they'd like to. They haven't sent a whole ton. They finally do here on this drive, and they're able to get to Six Killer.
Devontae Keys on the sack. So Six Killer once again. This time he will deliver the pass, and it bounces to the receiver, Jesse Campbell, and they'll turn it over on downs. Actually, it doesn't matter. That's the final play of the first half. A very impressive first half for the McNeese Cowboys, who had over 300 yards of offense, 302 yards of offense, most of it on the ground, 242 yards rushing, as McNeese leads Texas A&M Commerce 24-3. At halftime, it's homecoming night. Riley Eister standing by, our homecoming king and queen. Take it away, Riley.
Welcome back to Cowboy Stadium. Tonight, McNeese is celebrating its 69th homecoming game. I am here with homecoming king and queen, Glenn Anderson and Mary Caraway. Mary, how does it feel to be part of such an important tradition here at McNeese?
It feels amazing. My parents are both proud alumni of McNeese, so it's just an honor to continue on this tradition. My mom was actually the homecoming queen 30 years ago, so it's just so full circle for me.
Yep, and Glenn, you were voted on by students here at McNeese. What would you say to the people here that voted for you and supported you?
Just thank you to all my friends, everyone that really felt like I deserved this. I really am truly grateful for everything that I have.
And obviously it's an honor for them to represent McNeese. What does it mean for y'all to be able to represent the university you attend?
So I feel like I can speak for both of us when I say this. We're a part of multiple organizations, and it just feels so great that we're allowed to represent them and give back to them in the best way possible.
He said it all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary and Glenn. We'll be back with your halftime report after this break.
Being the best takes hard work. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs.
Yellow. Didn't pass the tissue test?
Dr. Garcia?
Buckle up.
Whoa! Reality checkup!
There's toothpaste white, and then there's Crest 3D White Strips white. Oh, 1 second.
Crest 3D White Strips safely work below the enamel surface to whiten like a $400 professional treatment.
Prepare for a non-stop smile.
The #1 teeth whitening brand in America. And use Crest 3D White toothpaste to maintain your smile. Crest.
These are so good.
2 shots in one day? I think you've earned it. See you next year.
Get your flu and COVID-19 vaccines from someone looking out for you. Schedule today. Walgreens.
NWSL quarterfinals on ABC and ESPN+.
Listen up, hockey fans. NHL on ESPN Plus is back. The hardest hits, the dangles, and of course, the selfies.
Be kidding me! It's not real!
Enjoy every second of 1,000+ out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. Sign up today.
This season, ESPN Plus has hundreds of games across 20 conferences. That's more action, more touchdowns, more college football.
Yeah, that's how I get by.
Streaming now.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. Sign up today.
At ESPN, we are proud to salute America's veterans and members of the military for their sacrifice and service to our country. Tune in this week for tributes and special features across ESPN programming honoring our great service members.
With ESPN Plus, catch live NFL games. Plus, let's go to the tape. NFL shows from some of the biggest names in the game and exclusive expert analysis. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
4 iconic programs tip off the season with fresh faces and renewed hope.
At long last, the wait is over.
The State Farm Champions Classic, Kansas-Michigan State at 6:30, then Kentucky-Duke, Tuesday on ESPN.
It's the return of women's college hoops.
Oh, my!
With the game's brightest stars. Must-see matchups.
Wow.
And off-the-charts hype. The 2024 Allied Tip-Off, Sunday at 3 on ESPN. The 2024 Allied Tip-Off, Sunday at 3 on ESPN.
Are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
November 23rd.
Welcome back to Lake Charles, Louisiana, where the Cowboys lead the Lions 24-3 at half. It has been over a month since the Cowboys have played a home game, and tonight is a long-awaited homecoming matchup. Quarterback Camden Sixkiller is making his 4th start of the season tonight after previous starter Clifton McDowell opted to have a surgery on a finger on his throwing hand. The Cowboys started this game in a challenging way after missing an elevated snap that ultimately led to the Lions defense recovering the ball. The Cowboys completely flipped a switch after that play, putting up nearly 200 yards of offense in the first quarter. They have shown their ability to make big, explosive plays. Coming into this game, they had over 40 plays that gained 20 or more yards, and tonight has been no different. The Cowboys took the momentum after a 78-yard Bryce Strong touchdown, and Camden Sixkiller also threw for a 39-yard pass that led to a Joshawn Barbie touchdown. The Lions have had a tough time getting offense going tonight, but there's still another half left in this game. Back to you, Jeff and Chaston.
Thank you very much, Riley, as we are just a couple minutes away from the start of the second half here between McNeese and Texas A&M Commerce. And the Cowboys 302 yards of total offense to the Lions 61. This game got off to a bit of a disastrous start for the Cowboys as they fumbled the snap on the first play from scrimmage, but McNeese's defense set the tone from that point on, Chaston, by keeping the Lions out of the end zone on that drive, even though they started it inside the 20, and then McNeese's offense took off after that.
I really think when we look at the grand scheme of this game and really the first half, that is where I think this game really took off, because, you know, after the Camden Sixkiller, the issue with the snap, it's a bobbled snap, looks like it's high, whatever. It's recovered by Commerce. You're like, oh boy, you know, is it going to be like this again for McNeese? Instead, defensively, they get the spark that you need. You get the stop. Because you're already set up in a tough position, giving the football to Texas A&M Commerce inside of the 20. And from there on out, it's been a great job defensively. They kind of, you know, Commerce threw in the power, the QB power, and it kind of threw them off for about a drive, and then they set back. I said they needed to add a spy. They did. Micah Davey kind of was the roving spy, and they were able to stop that from happening overall. Look, and then the other statistic I looked at is Brandon Tucker, outside of the last drive of the game, had been non-existent, and that is a great job of the McNeese offensive line. They only allowed 2 sacks, and both of them coming in the last drive of the football game, because this is the team who is going to send a lot of pressures from a lot of different ways. We haven't really seen that play as an issue just until, you know, obviously the last drive of the first half.
Rough first half there for Will Madonna, 6 of 16 for 50 yards. We did not know who would start at quarterback for A&M Commerce, whether it was going to be Madonna, Eric Rodriguez, or Ron Pease. Ends up being Madonna. You wonder if they make a change here now by 21 as we are getting close to starting the second half.
Yeah, we saw Peace warming up before the end of the first half. I will be very curious to see who they kind of run out here to start. I haven't seen either of them kind of throwing footballs out of the halftime locker room. I'll be curious to see who breaks the huddle. Because, look, they need some kind of spark. You know, outside of the quarterback power, that's been it for Madonna. They haven't had much success, if any, through the air. I mean, success that's been very non-existent. They've got 60 total yards in the football game, 50 of those 61 coming through the air. That's another thing that, you know, we saw a little bit of early success kind of running the football, but, you know, without BK Jackson, who we assume has, you know, and I hate to assume, but it assumes, you know, he's dealing with some type of injury. Right. He's been non-existent. He hasn't been in the football game outside of about 2 plays. 1 carry for 1 yard for BK Jackson, the leading rusher for the A&M Commerce Lions. Meanwhile, for McNeese in its running game, how about Bryce Strong? 7 carries for 112 yards, the 78-yard touchdown run. And then Joshawn Barbie has been very good here tonight as he has rushed 14 times for 88 yards. McNeese 242 yards rushing in that first half. Very impressive. Other than the 2 turnovers for McNeese and the 5 penalties, they have played about as well as you can play here on homecoming night, and they lead it 24-3. The Lions will get the ball to begin the second half. Again, they were down big last week, and they made a game of it against Prairie View A&M. They're going to have to try to do it again. They were down 24-6 in that game in the third quarter. They actually trailed after the first quarter 21-3, and they eventually got it within 11. And actually, they ended up scoring a touchdown in the fourth quarter on a run by Madonna to make it a 7-point game. So they'll be playing from behind. And Clint Dozell, the head coach, had said that
You know, they've had some struggles in the first half, and then they usually settle in the second half, and we'll see if that's the case here tonight. And it looks like, see who they got in at quarterback here.
Looks like we do have a new quarterback in the football game.
It is Ron Peace.
Ron Peace, yeah.
So Ron Peace, who was 13 of 26 for 167 yards last week with an interception, is out there. He has thrown for 1,500 yards. And they go to the ground on the first play from scrimmage, and running right up the middle is KJ Schenkel. Again, KJ getting a lot of action here tonight in only his third game for the Lions, as he has now 7 carries for just a handful of yards.
Only had 12 carries coming into the football game. He might surpass his season total all tonight. Look, I said it. You want to try and run the football a little more. They get 8 yards on a first down play, and now it's second down and short.
Second down and short, and now Peace to the air, and Peace goes deep, and there's the flags.
Yeah, the ball was a little bit underthrown. The defender never turned his head to kind of make a play on the football.
Trying to get the football to Jordan. And was defended there by Yusef Leak.
Defense. Penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot. Carries an automatic first down.
For Ron Peace, look, he's a guy who, you know, he can run, but I think he wants to sit a little bit more in the pocket and wants to sling the football. I mean, obviously, that's kind of what the offense is built around, throwing the football. And so he does want to sit back and throw the football. See if they kind of do a little more of that here in the second half. Obviously got a big hole to dig themselves out of. Now, Coach Dalzell did tell us that, you know, when presented the opportunities to run, they would like to see him take a couple of more of those and try and pick up a couple of extra yards and help out his offense.
6th penalty of the game for the Cowboys. Nothing happening there on that run by Schenkel as Marquez White was there. The numbers for Ron Peace, he's completed 58% of his passes for 1,520 yards. That is the 3rd best in the Southland. 9 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Was named the Southland Conference Offensive Player of the Week earlier this season after throwing for 450-plus yards against UC Davis. Quick pass there. His receiver, Jordan, turning up field, and that should be enough for a first down up to the 40-yard line as Christian Jordan makes the grab.
Running a post route, just trying to get the football out quick. Does to Jordan over towards the sideline, able to pick up a first down. You'll see it. I mean, as soon as he snapped the football, just trying to get it over to the in route, over to the receiver in Jordan.
First down and 10. Peace is someone that can really sling it for him. First down and 10. And a big gaping hole here for Schenkel. And Schenkel picks up the first down, and he is fired up.
Schenkel's came out here on two magnificent runs. Look, the offensive line, you know, the guards pull and the tackles come out, and a great run there from Schenkel.
This one looks like a miscommunication between the receiver and the quarterback. Jordan stopped his route with Leak on him defensively. And it'll be second down and 10.
You know, if you're McNeese, you mentioned, you know, coming back in the football game last week. You don't want to give them, you know, any sliver of hope to think they can come back in this football game. Deepest they've really penetrated in a full drive so far tonight. Obviously, they had the one drive inside of the 20, but that was on the short field.
Schenkel breaking free once again, and a nice tackle by Silvera, the leading tackler for the Cowboys. Brought him down before he would get a huge gain. 63 tackles on the season for Silvera. This is a nice one in open space.
Yeah, that was a great job by Schenkel. Look, that's now 4 runs here in the second half. Mentioned wanted to see him, you know, run the football a little more. Had some success, and they're looking good here in the second half.
They pitch it to Schenkel, who running hard before Davies able to wrap him up, but he picks up the first down on the 3rd down and 2.
Just keep riding the hot hand right here if you're Coach Dalzell.
Schenkel's a redshirt junior, played at Fort Bend Travis High School out of Richmond, Texas, with the Butler Community College. Good opening drive here for the Lions as they're trying to get in the end zone for the first time here tonight. They're in the red zone for the 2nd time tonight. Peace looking, Now shuffles out of the pocket. Now he'll look to run. He doesn't like to run, and he kind of showed it right there as Davey was able to get his hands on him.
When Coach told us, that he wants him to run a little bit more, I think we saw why right there because, look, he got out in space, and I think if he would have cut it inside, we'll see the open field right here. Davey's going to go over onto the right side. There is a ton of green grass right in the middle of the field. Instead, he tries to cut it out left.
Yeah.
I think if he brings it middle of the field, he gets inside of the 5 and maybe into the end zone.
Ball spotted at the 6, second and. Can they still pick up a first down? I guess they can still pick up a first down, but it would be like,
half-yard line.
Yeah, even less than that. And McNeese's defense, nice job there, shutting down the ball carrier after a gain of about a yard or 2. Davey's going to get off the bottom of that pile. And that was B.K. Jackson that actually carried the football there, so he has made another appearance in this football game. Third down, and again about 3.
It's just tricky when you get down here. You want to keep riding the hot hand, but you know that BK is your bell cow, and if he's healthy enough to play in a football game, you want to get him some touches. But Shankles look good here on the drive. It's tough for me to pull him out here.
Yeah. Peace throws, and it's caught, but right at the 1-yard line. Great defense there by Thomas Miles on Dayton Sweeting. But they're going to say he's got the first down. So, yeah, I guess all he needed to do was get inside the 1-yard line. It's now 1st and goal at the 1. Peace keeps it. Hit behind the line of scrimmage, and they bring him down.
I think that was the most expected RPO that you were going to get right there. They were looking for the quarterback design run, and Tristan Turgers blew it up from the jump. I mean, the offensive line crashed, and McNeese able to keep bodies up. Send Turgers at him, wasn't able to get him down, but I believe that's Macy Lewis who got right in there. Now it's 2nd and goal, loss of 4.
Thomas Miles, Ernest Grayson there, 2. 2nd and goal at the 4. They pitch it here to Jackson, stays on his feet, stopped at the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal.
Go get Shankle.
Simeon Mitchell there on the stop for the Cowboys.
And now he comes in.
They have to go get him because Jackson lost his helmet, so Shankle comes back into the game.
Again, it's just tough because he basically brings you down the field, and then you take him out for about 5, 6 plays here. He's been all your offense here on this entire drive. I think you go right back to him, if not 1 play, 2 plays.
3rd and goal at the 1. Shankle. It's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Look at this Cowboys defense. Another big play from Thomas Miles. Coach, and then is there a flag there at the end? And yes, there is. So what's this all about? It certainly came after the play. We talked about Coach Gary Goff wanted to put an end to the unsportsmanlike penalties that have been hampering this team.
Yeah, you really hope that's not what this is.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 81 offense, his first of the game.
Wow,
15-yard penalty from the end of the play. 4th down.
That just makes this field goal try that much more tougher here for the Lions. And how about this McNeese defense? What a goal line stand right there.
I mean, look, they basically had 7 plays to get it. Get the touchdown. They need 7 plays to get really 4 yards. And McNeese's defense able to string it out. It was the RPO. First it was the RPO, and
look at around the 2-yard line here. They're just a little bit of a love tap there.
Is that what you call that,
Jeff? As Tristan Triggers took one to the jaw or the face mask, I guess. 41-yard field goal try now here for Jackson. His long on the season is 52, so well within his range. As it heads to the uprights, and it's no good. What a defensive stand for the McNeese Cowboys. It was a really nice drive for Texas A&M Commerce until they got to the goal line, and then McNeese comes up with the huge stand. The Cowboys will have the ball when we come back. They're up by 3 touchdowns here in Lake Charles.
Hey Poke Nation, it's game time, and Bud Light is here to support your Cowboys. From thrilling touchdowns to those unforgettable victories, Bud Light is proud to stand with McNeese State University and its amazing fans. So grab an easy drinking Bud Light and get ready to cheer on your McNeese State Cowboys. Here's to great football and great moments. Bud Light, the official beer of McNeese Athletics.
Critical care starts at Memorial, backed by the region's largest team of specialists. In the most modern intensive care setting in Southwest Louisiana, our doctors are exposed to any and every illness and the most complex health issues. Excellence in care for the most critical means better care for all. That's the Memorial difference. Heart, lung, orthopedic, and cancer treated all in one place. Memorial, one system, all your healthcare needs.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
You guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Sick. Okay, let's do it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. There comes a day when I'll be the one you dream. It's gonna be me.
Oh, it's him, I guess.
Dude, are you crying?
What? No, there's something in my eye.
Credit Union One offers everything you need to get the most out of your accounts every day. With digital banking, you can pay bills online, set up personalized budgeting tools, easily transfer money between accounts, and more. Plus, you can get paid up to 2 days sooner when you set up direct deposit. Get started at cu1.com.
McNeese gets the ball for the first time in the second half after the defense turns away Texas A&M Commerce, and back to the running game go the Cowboys as Joshawn Barbie all the way across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Nice start to the drive here for the Cowboys.
Yeah, look, we mentioned it. That was the key to the first half, was running the football. And again, nothing special there. A little bit of a hole opened on the left side of that line, and it was all Joshawn Barbie.
That was a 14-play drive for the Lions that results in 0 points. That's the kind of way the season has been going here for A&M Commerce.
Pick up a couple right there. Get Barbie again on the carry. It's a good play fake there from 6. You see, half the defense kind of bites on it. Pick up of about 3. Now Bryce Strong checks back into the football game, who's had a pretty good night. That's Strong. Pretty strong night. There you go.
78-yard touchdown run earlier here for Strong, and that pass off the hands of the intended receiver. 6-killer now, 2 of 9 trying to complete passes here tonight, as that one was off the hands of Cameron Senegal.
I talked about this a little bit earlier, and I think it's worth mentioning right here. You're going to see the absolute bullet that 6 throws. I think you take a little bit more off of that throw, and you've got the completion. We've seen that on a couple of occasions tonight. It doesn't always have to be the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. You can throw the changeup in there every once in a while.
Bryce Strong, the running back here, to the right of 6-killer. 6-killer throwing down deep, incomplete. As again, the miscommunication there. There's a lot that Coach Gary Goff likes about Camden 6-killer. As we mentioned earlier, he turns 20 years old today. This is his 4th start, his 3rd in a row. He actually made his season debut about a year ago, actually his collegiate career debut a year ago when he played on November 4th in a game against Southeastern Louisiana. He has yet to have an offseason. He had surgery coming out of high school and arriving on the McNeese campus, and then had surgery again last year. So they're excited to get him a full offseason and see what he can do. And right now, he's the guy with Clifton McDowell set to undergo hand surgery this week. One of the things they just want him to do is not force the issue.
But another penalty here.
During the kick, holding, number 0, receiving team. Penalty is 10 yards from the end of the play. First down. Timeout on the field.
That'll bring us to another media timeout. The Lions get the ball back here. They're down by 3 touchdowns. And we'll see if they can mount another drive on ESPN.
Big trucks can cause big wrecks.
And this is what a big truck can do to your car. It can crush it. And after the wreck, the big insurance company will do whatever they can to crush your case. For over 30 years, my law firm has fought the big insurance companies, and we've recovered over $3 billion for our clients. Don't let the big insurance companies crush your case. I am Louisiana's big truck lawyer. Just call me. Get it done.
Big truck wreck? Get Gordon. Call 888-8888.
Holidaying in average underwear. Holidaying in Duluth buck naked underwear. Holiday the unaverage way with Duluth buck naked underwear. Gift the most comfortable underwear there is. Only at Duluth Trading.
Texas A&M Commerce starting deep in its own territory from its own 8-yard line. Jeff Palermo and Chasten Tavares from the hole in Lake Charles. Homecoming night for the McNeese Cowboys as they try to go 4-0 at home. And again, they stick to the ground game to the Lions here.
I think this is a drive, if you're Commerce, you've got to find a way to build upon the success you had on the last drive. And again, you're going to see McNeese adjust a little more to the run. As back in the ball game is B.K. Jackson. It's not even Schenkel who they've had all the success with. But, I mean, look, it was a 14-play drive that ended with a missed field goal.
Yep.
Felt like you left some points hanging there.
On the ground again as they pitch it to Jackson. Jackson running downhill, gets to the 19-yard line. The most rushing attempts on the season for A&M Commerce. They actually ran the ball 54 times against Grambling this season for 267 yards. They ran it 41 times for 151. Here tonight, they've run it close to 30 times. So they've had games where they've really tried to stay committed to the ground game, and this is one of them because the passing game is not working for either team. Jordan makes the grab, brought down immediately, though, as Levi Wyatt was there defensively for the Pokes.
Yeah, if you like some good smash mouth football, running the football, watching Les Miles coach an offensive team, I mean, this is your cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean, both teams, Six Killers had a rough night throwing it, 2 of 10 for 60 yards. A&M Commerce between their two quarterbacks, 9 of 20 for 72 yards. So Peace quickly throws it, getting in a rhythm here. That's one thing if you're a McNeese fan. You just don't want them to get hot offensively. Tyson Schilling makes the catch there, picks up the first down. Davey on the tackle for the Cowboys.
Yeah, look, they've had success with the little intermediate routes, the quick little go screens, and they've been able to convert on a couple of those.
Peace pops one deep, but it's incomplete. Davey, another night of double-digit tackles for Micah Davey, as he's got 12 tackles here tonight.
Another night at the office for Micah Davey.
Yeah. I have a feeling he'll surpass Silvera before the season's over with as far as the leading tackler on this team.
I think that's a little bit of a competition there.
It might be a little friendly competition. He gave Silvera a little bit of a head start. We'll see who closes in faster. 2nd down and 10. They go on the ground again and shut down right at the line of scrimmage. Not much happening there as one of the defenders there for McNeese.
Just a little bit strange, you know, the strategy here for Commerce. We didn't see B.K. Jackson outside of 1 carry in the first half. Schenkel comes in and has great success on the last drive, and then all of a sudden you get down to the critical spot of inside the 10, and we bring in B.K. Jackson now here on this drive. That's all it is, has been B.K. Jackson.
Philip Bradford was one of the defenders there on the tackle. 3rd down and 9. Peace back pedaling. Now throws on the run. Is there going to be a flag? No flags. And the Lions punt team will come back on the field.
That's kind of how it's been all night long for the Texas A&M Commerce Lions.
They are now 4 of 14 on 3rd down.
It's not good.
No. McGarry out the punt. This is going to be his 6th punt. As long as 46 here tonight. He's averaging right at 40 yards a punt.
Might be the player of the day for the Lions.
McAllister ready to return. Oh, and he shaked one just as Chaston thought he was the best player on the field tonight for the Lions. The old broadcaster jinx, Chaston.
Oh, boy.
McNeese will have good field position, and they're up by 3 touchdowns here on homecoming night in Lake Charles. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here on ESPN.
Ever since I was young, I've known what I wanted to do. Sure, I had some guidance along the way. Thanks, Mom and Dad. But eventually, I had all I wanted. Family, career. It went by fast. Now I'm here. Retirement. And thanks to sound financial planning, it will be all I hoped for. And our children will have a secure legacy. For me, retirement is the next great chapter in my life.
Ferdinandson Financial Group. Let us help you make a plan.
A brand. When you see it, you know exactly what quality you can expect based on the integrity of where it came from. In the Old West, when a cowboy signed on with a ranch, he committed to riding for the brand. And that commitment meant he was all in. A promise to protect the brand as if it were his own, and a loyal allegiance to those he worked with and served. Same holds true today. This is cowboy country, and here at McNeese, we ride for the brand.
Bacon. Good morning, everybody. Nothing like the Jersey Mike's morning prep. The sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the bopping of the fresh lettuce.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
I've been living up here for months.
Got a package from Mr. DeVito?
Oh, my bacon sniffing horn. Oh, smell that bacon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now we're talking. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Nearly 10 years ago, Lake Charles Toyota began challenging you to raise your expectations. Now, 10 years later, our commitment to that mantra has never been stronger. In addition to providing award-winning sales and service, we're continuing to reinvest in our community, and we're adding offerings like our convenient mobile service program and our Express Wash drive-through car wash to provide every customer with an outstanding experience every time. Our goal is to be able to meet every automotive need you encounter so that you never have to take your car anywhere else. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
McNeese Cowboys back on the field. The 45-yard line to start this drive. They lead at 24-3. That was our halftime score.
I just want to know, and I'm not claiming that announcer jinx.
Barbie on the carry and hard running there after Mitchell McGarry's 17-yard punt. After Chaston threw the hex on him.
Again, it's a credit to Commerce because, you know, early on in this game, we were seeing the gaping holes from that offensive line, and they really shut that down.
Tucker now double digits in tackles, 10 tackles for him. 9 of them are solo. It was a gain of about 2 there for Barbie. Barbie gets another carry, trying that right side. That time Asim, another little bit of a hex there by Chaston. Good job on the run defense as he picks up first down.
Again, we said coming into the football game, they'd be able to run the ball. And look, that time they kind of draw them off. It's a little bit of a draw. And Joshawn Barbie able to get the football into the line territory, first down.
Cowboys got 2 running backs who have rushed for over 100 yards here tonight. Strong with 112, Barbie with 111. Strong is out there now. Strong gets to carry, and he's actually going to lose some yards.
What a pull. What a pull.
Oh, no, it's Six Killer. You're right. Oh, my goodness. Touchdown, Cowboys. It looked like, and do we have a flag here? Like, even like the McNeese team doesn't even realize it's a touchdown.
I almost wonder if the officials blew it dead. There's no penalty flag. Look, this might be an early whistle. Yeah, I saw it all the way through. Look, that was an incredible pull. Everybody bid on Joshawn Barbie.
Oh, did they blow a whistle?
If that's what happened here, that is atrocious. Every single Lion bid on Joshawn Barbie, and it was a tremendous pull from Camden Six Killer to bring it to the house for a 40-plus yard touchdown. And they're discussing here. This is going to be a brutal break.
There's an inadvertent whistle during the play. The ball was at the 30-yard line. It will be McNeese State ball at the 30-yard line. First down.
Wow. An inadvertent whistle stops the touchdown, and Six Killer only credited to get to the 30-yard line.
I mean, look, it is a tremendous pull. That is, I'm going to say it, that is awful.
Wow. That is unbelievable. I mean, there were 4 guys that tackled Bryce Strong in the backfield, and one of the officials thought he had the ball and blew the whistle.
I'm going to tell you, that can't happen.
Yeah.
And Gary Goff on the sideline, he is fuming. I don't know if we can get a shot of him. That would be electric because he is absolutely in the right here.
Oh, yeah.
He is hot on the sideline. And think, here's the shot, and you can see him, and he is absolutely right. And he should get every single dollar of his money right here because that is awful.
Wow.
Plain and simple, that is awful. Wow.
All right, so it's McNeese first down and 10 at the 30. That time, Strong does have it, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. Strong, by the way, that 78-yard touchdown run that I referenced earlier, there was a 73-yarder last year that McNeese had, but the last time they had one as long as 78 yards was 80 yards by Mason Pierce in the spring season of 2021. Second down and 9. Six Killer keeps it. Six Killer on the run. And then he just ran right out of bounds and picks up the first down. And one of the things we've seen here from Six Killer here tonight is his ability to run the football.
Yeah, look, he's shown it on multiple occasions, you know, because they're biting so hard on the run game. It's an incredible call to call the RPO because, look, he just tucks it and takes it to the far side of the field, picks up positive yards. I mean, heck, he should have a touchdown, but...
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't turn it upfield. He just seemed like he was fine with running out of bounds. But even listening this week to Texas A&M Commerce coach Clint Dozell, he said that even though McDowell is not out there, Six Killer can do some of the things that McDowell can do, meaning he can run, and there he goes again. And actually, it's going to be a direct snap to Devin Lippold, who is the backup quarterback, and he runs into the end zone. So Lippold sneaks in there, and it's a touchdown for the Cowboys.
Absolutely bizarre. Lippold checks into the football game. Dev checks into the football game and just takes it to the house. The middle of the field open. There was nobody in a white jersey anywhere close. And, you know, Six's touchdown gets taken off the board. Well, Dev gets him one.
Well, My question, Chasten, is did Six-Killer run out of bounds because he felt something and he needed to get out of bounds?
Have to check on it.
So another touchdown here for the Cowboys. And they extend their lead to 31-3 as Devin Lippold gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Knew that he would be coming in as the backup quarterback. I don't know if he expected to get himself a rushing touchdown of the evening, but Dev gets into the end zone, and Cowboys getting ready to kick the football away again.
That's a great way to start your McNeese debut, right? First play.
You get a rushing touchdown. Boy, howdy, you'll take that all
From
day and twice on
17
Sunday.
yards out. Watch this one again.
Again, it opens up, and look, all the credit right there to Bryce Strong. That is a tremendous shot. Going up, taking on the all-world linebacker in Brandon Tucker. Opens it up like the Red Sea and takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Tremendous job again. Ton of credit to Bryce Strong right there.
Good blocking, too, by Cole LeClaire, the veteran there. 6'3", 318-pounder who will certainly get some looks from and is getting some looks from NFL teams. But Devin Lippold, the 6'3", 240-pound quarterback from Houston, Texas, out of Clear Lake High School, makes his McNeese debut, and he runs into the end zone for a touchdown. This is going to be returned from the 4-yard line. And not much happening there. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Making the tackle was Reggie Ellis. All McNeese here as they finally get back home to Lake Charles. And so far this season, it's been a dominating performance for McNeese, especially in these last couple of games at home. They blew out Elkhorn State on the 21st. Had a big, really, fourth quarter against Southern to beat the Jaguars in the home opener. Tight game against Stephen F. Austin that they won by 4. Actually came from behind to win that game. Piece to the air, and it's intercepted. Picked off. And the good times continue to roll here for the Cowboys as Micah Davey gets the interception.
Micah Davey grabbing him an INT, and everything feels like it's going in the Cowboys' favor right now, which, if you ask Coach Goff, I think he'd tell you it felt like the direct opposite over the last month and a half. Thought it felt like he needed to get back into the hole, turn some things around, and boy, Micah Davey read that one all the way, jumping in front of the receiver, taking it away, and now his offense sets his offense up with a prime opportunity. If blood wasn't already in the water and the kill shot wasn't already thrown, they got a chance to shoot it right here.
Now the redshirt junior out of Baton Rouge getting the interception. Finished 7th last year in the Buck Buchanan Award. So that is Six-Killer is back out there as Barbie got the carry. Let's take a look at this interception one more time by Micah Davey. A thing of beauty here.
I mean, just had to lay out to pick it off. What a great pick by Micah Davey.
That is his first career interception here at McNeese.
And you can put a star by that one.
Yeah, that's something to put on the tape for NFL scouts. Barbie, the running back. Barbie trying to dance his way through the hole there. Got maybe a yard, that's about it.
Again, I like what we've seen McNeese offensively. They haven't been able to pass the football. They've been able to run it, and I really like what they've been able to do with the quarterback design run. Pulling it out of the belly, Six-Killer. I didn't know that we completely had that in him, but we've seen a little bit of that tonight, and obviously the big touchdown was wiped off the board. But look, they've looked good tonight.
His most yards rushing in the game was 26 against Incarnate Word.
He's certainly surpassed that tonight.
And he throws an interception right to the defender. And bringing it back across the 20 to the 25-yard line. On the interception is Levon Williams. I mean, he threw it right to the young man out of San Antonio. And that's the 3rd turnover tonight for McNeese. So the passing game has not been working at all for the Cowboys, but this one here, his receiver just never, that was trying to get it to Malden. That's what happened there, and Malden, by the time he turned his helmet around, the ball was past him.
Yeah, just, I mean, a dangerous throw. Can't make that there if you're six-killer.
So these two teams exchange turnovers pretty quick.
Tell you what, I don't know, not many games you're going to see neither team get over 100 yards passing. We might not get there tonight.
Minute 23 to go in the third. Peace goes back out there, and Peace now goes down. Nobody open downfield. The pocket crumbled around him, and they get the sack. Give the credit to that one for the Cowboys. Dominic Bolden, the defensive lineman from Navarro College.
Cedric Applewhite also getting in on that as well. Looks like we come to the end of the third.
It is the end of the third quarter. And again, another solid quarter here for McNeese. It's defense with the goal line stand on the opening drive of the second half for the Lions. And then they also had an interception as well. And then how about the touchdown run for Flippin? And that is how McNeese goes into the fourth quarter, up 31-3. We'll be back after this.
Save now with the early Black Friday sale at Target. Get 30% off select toys, 30% off holiday lights, and up to 50% off small appliances. Hurry, these deals end Saturday. Save more on gifts. Happier holidays from Target.
Whirlpool ranges come with all kinds of air cooking modes, like air baking, or even cooking on multiple racks. Whirlpool.
At a Verbo, when other vacation rentals make you share your turf with a host, try one that's all yours.
Back here to begin the fourth quarter, Devin Liphold's touchdown run was the lone score in that third quarter as McNeese stretched out his lead to 28, 31-3. Jeff Boermel, Chaston Tavares with you here. The dump pass to B.K. Jackson, and Jackson now turning upfield. Jackson across the 50, shoved out of bounds by Thomas Miles. One of the biggest offensive plays of the night for the Lions, who are still trying to find the end zone here tonight.
It's a great job by Ron Peace. Had to kind of elevate, float that football over the outstretched arms of Cedric Applewhite. Applewhite had to kind of go up on a ladder to get it. Then it was a tightrope down the sideline, able to get up, get into Cowboy territory. First down and 10. Biggest play we've seen from the Lions tonight.
Goes for 39 yards.
And that gives them over the 100-yard mark passing.
Previous long was just 18. Peace gets hit as he throws, and it's up for grabs, and nobody can get their hands on it.
You're going to see about 4 McNeese players put their hands on their heads here, because I think all 4 thought they should have had it. McNeese sent the house. They sent 6 right there, and Bugsy gets home. And it looks like Applewhite's up there tipping it in the air. And again,
3 McNeese players got their hands on it.
That's also your defensive end out there, out there in coverage.
Now Silvera's back there. He probably hauls that in, but he was the one that applied the pressure, as you mentioned. They go back to the ground, and B.K. Jackson, who is stopped for a couple. That's about it. Total yardage way in favor of McNeese here tonight, 378 to 175. 318 yards rushing for the Cowboys here tonight.
And another big third down.
4 for 13 are the Lions. In third down situations. Peace has got time, throws one towards the end zone, and it's caught inside the 5-yard line. Hanging on to the football, nearly losing his jersey is Tyler Daniels. And we have an injured Cowboy at the 7.
Take a look at who that injured Cowboy is.
They ran a stunt to the McNeese defensive line. They don't get home. And the receiver able to make the grab between 2 defenders and goes down at the 4. We'll be back after this.
Hey Poke Nation, it's game time, and Bud Light is here to support your Cowboys. From thrilling touchdowns to those unforgettable victories, Bud Light is proud to stand with McNeese State University and its amazing fans. So grab an easy drinking Bud Light and get ready to cheer on your McNeese State Cowboys. Here's to great football and great moments. Bud Light, the official beer of McNeese Athletics.
Here at Navarre Auto Group, protecting your investment is our #1 priority. We were the first to bring to market the lifetime powertrain warranty, and now we're making the ownership experience even better with Value Shield. This month, with the purchase of a new vehicle from Navarre, you'll receive $10,000 in Value Shield. If your vehicle is damaged or wrecked, you can use the $10,000 to trade out of that vehicle and get into a vehicle with a clean Carfax. If protecting your investment from diminished value is important to you, then visit us today at NavarreHasIt.com.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodaux, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. #1. Thank you.
Thank you.
The #1 grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Welcome to Chicken Salad Chick.
I've been looking for love. I've forgotten what I miss, but I remember that high. The first thing I'd say, this is pure, this is perfect. Something nothing else can do, just you. So give me you.
There's no place like the Chick.
Reggie Ellis was the McNeese player injured. He was able to get up on his own power, but right now the Lions down by 28, 31-3 here tonight. They have a chance to score their first touchdown of the night. Peace going to the air, and the receiver can't hang on to it. Trying to make the grab was Jordan.
Again, Levi Wyatt coming in trying to make a play on it. Look, Lions have had a couple of opportunities to get on the scoreboard, but McNeese's red zone defense has been pretty darn top-notch. We'll see. Look, it's just a little swing route, and Wyatt nearly picks the pocket. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Second and goal now here for the Lions. Peace feeling the pressure into the end zone, incomplete.
Had his guy open. McNeese again sent some pressure. And this guy kind of hanging out in the back of the end zone.
And we've already seen the Cowboys have a goal line stand here tonight. This is the third trip into the red zone for the Lions, and they've yet to score a touchdown. They're looking at 3rd and goal at the 4. Schenkel's the running back. Peace on the slant pattern, incomplete. It's 4th and goal. Can McNeese's defense force another stop here inside the red zone?
He had the slant play. I mean, he broke off on his defender.
I mean, he did everything.
His throw was just a little bit off mark.
He did everything right there, that Peace. He looked to the left, so that got the defense shifted over that way. His wide receiver is coming in on the slant pattern. He's open. He just misfires on the pass.
4th and goal. Leave the offense out there. I like the decision.
Now you have to, down by 28. Peace. Looking to the corner of the end zone, incomplete. And the Cowboys defense, another goal line stand. 3 trips into the red zone, 0 touchdowns, and that has been a strength for this McNeese defense all season long.
Yeah, look, they locked down, they showed pressure, they only sent 4. It could have been a hold right there, but instead Peace comes out near the 10, and again, everybody is covered. And McNeese defensively, they have been just spectacular tonight.
Coming into the game, they had allowed only opponents to score touchdowns on 48% of their trips into the red zone, and that percentage is going to go down even further tonight. And they set the tone again on the first series of the game after the turnover by Sixkiller on the fumbled snap. Illegal procedure penalty here against the Cowboys.
Could have probably picked a couple that jumped early on either side.
Offside.
Not a lot of room to work with here if you're McNeese, and obviously
first down.
You saw the Lions there. They were going to send some pressure, because why not? I mean, backed up in their own end zone. It looks like they're going to get a little more wiggle room. This is actually going to be on
the Lions.
Commerce.
Yeah.
They're showing more pressure here.
Gain of a couple there. So on red zone defense this season, that is now 36 trips into the red zone by McNeese opponents and only 16 touchdowns. That's great stuff.
It's tremendous, isn't it? Tremendous, especially when you look at it in the grand perspective of, I think you and I were both here a year ago.
Yeah, right.
Complete 360.
Second down and 2. Barbie, the leading rusher here for the Cowboys tonight, with 124 yards on 20 carries, his second straight 100-yard rushing performance this season. Good hard run there by Strong. This is the first time since 2022 the Cowboys have had 2 running backs rush for 100 yards in a game.
Check out the couple of jumps here. I mean, just 2 jumps at the line and then a nice little jump a couple yards down the field. Looks like we've got a banged up Lion slow to get up.
So let's take a break. When we come back, McNeese has the ball with 12:12 to go in this football game.
How do the best stay ready for what's next? They grind. They recover. And they repeat.
I'm the future. I'm next up.
Stay ready for what's next. And Kane, active recovery footwear.
T-Future's up next.
Get yours at kanefootwear.com.
All right, Tina, 6 is hard to beat. Okay, not soccer, but
football.
Yes. We honeymooned here.
Mallorca.
Yes. Pass.
Oh, we don't pass, Tina. Come on.
They help give you more.
A tax professional.
And they have a 97% satisfaction rating.
Salami.
You could have done it in a British accent.
That's helpful, Randy.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
I was so excited when I heard this sandwich was back. I was like, Cloud 9. 2 words, Cloud 9. What's up? This is Mike.
And this is Celia.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich
is the symphony of flavors. You can always count on that crispy, tender, juicy chicken, and it's got pickled jalapenos, and it's so good.
My favorite part is the pimento cheese. Topped off with the honey, it all comes together perfectly. I like the original.
I like the spicy chicken fillet, but either way,
you're getting a winner.
Real customers paid for their testimonials.
Giving.
You've got to give a little, take a little.
Giving without expecting something in return. Giving that's possible through the power of Dell AI with Intel. So those who receive can find the joy of giving back.
That's the glory of love.
Well, when we left you, Bryce Strong had a 4-yard run. There was an injured A&M Commerce player who was able to get off the field, and now we have a penalty. There was also a penalty at the end of that play.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 55 of the defense. The penalty was 15 yards assessed after the end of the play, and it has an automatic first down.
Anthony Gray called for the unsportsmanlike penalty.
The only thing I could think of there was had to have said something, I don't know if to official. There was nobody in the vicinity except obviously Lions trying to walk away from the play. The flag came extremely late.
1st and 10 at the 32. Six killer on the night, 2 of 11 for 60 yards and a touchdown. But he has rushed for a career-high 38 yards in this game. But this is what Coach Gary Goff wanted, in the sense that he wanted the running game to help out Six Killer. They'll have better games throwing it for sure. Here's Colby Ham getting into the act. Colby Ham, I think, has enough for a first down. And they are moving the chains on the far side.
Doesn't matter what back you give it to tonight for McNeese. They've been able to run it at a high level and run it well.
Good to see Colby Ham back out there. He's missed a few games with injuries as well. Talked about it a little bit earlier, that deep Cowboy running back room getting a little thin with Trevante Citizen down. No D'Angelo Durham here tonight. Colby Ham from Tyler Junior College. Gain of about 3. There on that carry. Cowboys will be off next week. Texas A&M Commerce, they finally get to enjoy their home stadium. This is Ham's first game, by the way, since the UIW game on October 19th.
Had you ever seen anything like the McNeese schedule?
No, it's crazy. It'll never happen again, too. And again, a part of the reason for it was the fact that you had Stephen F. Austin join the league late. He had to rearrange the schedules, and that's the way it worked out, to have 5 straight weeks away from home, a bye in the middle of that. And the road trip started off great for McNeese, beating Weber State, knocking off a ranked opponent on the road. But they followed that up with a dud against Houston Christian. Then you had the bye, and then you played Incarnate Word and Nichols, the last 2 conference champions of the Southland Conference, and you ended up losing by a combined 18 points to those 2 teams.
Yeah, look, and I think you feel like you let one slip away on both of those. If you're McNeese, you know, you had opportunities. You know, Jamal Levi steps out of bounds, you know, right before halftime.
Right.
You could be up on UIW on the road.
3rd down here, and not much happening there on that carry. Maybe a yard, that's about it. Yeah, but for Colby Ham here tonight, this is his first significant action. You got to go all the way back to the Stephen F. Austin game on September 14th. Now, when we had a flag about 30 yards away from the play, as a receiver for the Cowboys and a defender were in the middle of something. Jihad Marks was involved in some extracurricular activity with Christian Shaw.
That's sportsmanlike conduct. Number 14, offense. Penalty is 15 yards from the dead ball spot. 3rd down.
Yeah, that's going to push McNeese back 15 yards.
It's also going to upset Gary Goff.
Yeah.
He was already upset a little bit ago, and they've had a couple of those sportsmanlike penalties. He's not going to like that.
Lions will be home next week against Stephen F. Austin. Then they got Houston Christian and then UIW to wrap it all up as they try to get something going. They got 6 home games this year for A&M Commerce, but they've been on the road here they've had a kind of a tough stretch here. 4 of their last 5 on the road, and I would imagine Chris Grant and as the folks there at the Southland Conference, Commissioner Grant, they'll be taking a look at these schedules to make sure that you don't have these. That's tough, the stretch there on the return here for the Lions. It's going to get all the way up to the 45. I understand there was 1 non-conference game there for the Lions, but to have teams on the road 4 out of 5 weeks, that's rough.
Yeah, it can't happen.
Especially in the middle of the year.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's such a tough stretch to go through. As a great return here for the Commerce. Gets the ball up near midfield. And you're right. Look, Commissioner Grant, I think a couple of coaches have voiced their displeasure about it. You know, Coach Gary Goff was kind of talking about it with the commissioner in the press conference room at one point. You know, they know it's an issue, and they're going to get it fixed. And it all just comes back to Stephen F. Austin coming in, you know, a month before the season gets started.
Right. Yep. Ron Peace, he's been the quarterback here all the way through the second half in place of the ineffective Will Madonna.
What's crazy is I think he's played well. You know, they've been able to move the football much more than they were able to do so, you know, in the first half of things. I mean, they've gotten nearly 130 some odd yards here in the second half. Obviously nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. They've been able to move the football. Just a couple of great defensive plays for McNeese.
7 of 16 for 108 yards throwing as he got rid of the football there quickly to Tyson Schilling.
Should have that for a first down.
Yeah, that will be a first down as we're getting close to the 8-minute mark here. Cowboys will get back to the 500 mark with this win, 5-5. A&M Commerce falling to 1-8. Peace looking to his left, zips one, and that's complete. His receiver tries to move upfield, and he does Jordan.
With McNeese getting a 5-5, look, you look at the schedule coming up. You know, obviously a bye week this coming up week, but then Northwestern State, the Demons are kind of struggling right now.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you've got Lamar at home to finish off the year. You know, if you got a chance to, you know, finish off the year in 7-5, that's a pretty good thing for Coach Gary Goff.
Peace going deep, and it is incomplete. Jared Wilson, the intended receiver, 6'2" senior out of Mesa, Arizona.
Levi White still in the football game, and good coverage on that. Imagine we'll at some point start to see some other jerseys, some other youngsters in the game for the Cowboys. Some playing time for some younger guys. Imagine.
Pass is caught right at the 20. The defender Levi Wyatt able to bring the receiver down pretty quick there. It was Wilson again on the catch. It'll be third down.
Again, when Peace is at his best, it's the quick throw. I mean, it's a one-drop first read. If he can get it to his first read, that's where he wants to go most of the time, and that's where he's had most of his success throwing the football.
Jackson, the ball carrier here on 3rd and 3. Oh, big time hit, and the ball comes out. Peace never saw it until the last second. There's also a flag there, and you got to wonder, was that potentially targeting on the hit? As Javon Davis came in there, and Peace had no idea that he was coming in on him. Let's take a look at what's going on. Holding is the call.
Offense. Penalty is declined. Result of the play is a fumble recovered by the defense. First down, McNeese.
All right, it's going to be McNeese football. Big hit here from Davis.
Yeah, look, he wanted to go to his first read on the receiver running on the sideline, and then here comes Davis, a big-time hit. You mentioned it, and football comes out, covered by the Cowboys.
Coach Gary Goff says Javon Davis has been a guy he's been playing all Southland Conference.
It's under further review.
They're going to review to see if that was in fact a fumble, but he says Davis has been an all Southland Conference performer this year for sure. Kind of an interesting stat that he gave us. 28 pass attempts towards Davis's direction this year and only 6 completions. That's very impressive for the young man out of John Curtis High School. Has made very few mistakes as he plays that nickel back position for McNeese.
So we're trying to take a look at the fumble. I guess. See if it came out or if he was down. I guess we're going to look at it right here. And
yeah, he's down.
He's down. I think you're right. And then we'll stay with the Lions. It starts to come out before now. I think that will be down by contact with that forearm going down before the football comes loose. Which couldn't survive the ground, but in this case, that doesn't matter. Apparently, that only matters when you catch the football. Imagine this will be a quick review. I thought so. Still out there hanging out are the officials. Again, you see his forearm go down right there. Then the football pops loose. from my point, that looks like down by contact. The longer they sit and look at this, makes you think otherwise.
Taking a look at action from elsewhere in the Southland, Incarnate Word goes to 4-0 as Zach Calzada had 5 total touchdowns in a rout over Houston Christian, 45-20. Southeastern Louisiana, a big win on the road at Lamar in overtime, 30-27. And Stephen F. Austin went down to Thibodaux and defeated Nichols 28-12 as Sam Vidlak threw for 262 yards and 4 touchdowns. Lumberjacks had a big second quarter, 21 points in the second quarter, and they go on to beat Nichols 28-12.
I think the question here is, is the football out starting to come out, as he's going to the ground and he loses it before, the forearm hits?
Well, this has been a pretty long review.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I can think is they're trying, and now they're writing things down, so.
Well, the other thing they got to be potentially writing down is maybe if he was down, well, let's just I'm going to let the referee explain it. I'm not going to try. I'm never good at these.
And now he's going to take the long jog over. Come talk to, it's like head coach Gary Goff wants an explanation.
Looking at the Southland standings while we wait, Incarnate Word in first place at 4-0. Southeastern's at 4-1. Stephen F. Austin 4-2. By the way, when the Lions play Stephen F. Austin next week, that will not count towards the Southland Conference standings. How big was that win that Southeastern got over Stephen F. Austin earlier in the season?
It's a big win.
Lamar is 2-2, Nichols 2-2.
At the moment, it looks like the defense is coming back out on the football field for McNeese. I just don't know what's taking so long. Obviously, we had the review, now the explanation. They're going into lengthy process here, and we'll see what the official has to say.
After further review, the runner was down. McNeese State has elected to decline the penalty. The result of the play is 4th down from the 27-yard line, 4th and 10 from the 27-yard line.
So, yeah, remember there was a holding penalty there in that play, so you had to refactor that in there, and the fact that there was not going to be a change of possession. And it had to ask McNeese whether you wanted to accept the penalty or decline it.
Nah, I still don't know why it took so long.
Did seem like it was pretty obvious that he was down. So 4th down and 10 here.
Saying it's 10 o'clock. I don't know if those guys know that.
4th down and 10. I think we're about ready to play football again here.
Yeah, it's a lengthy delay.
All right. P surveying the defense, takes the snap. Couple defenders fall down. Now Peace just heaves one downfield, incomplete. We got a flag down. I mean, you got a McNeese player without a helmet. 2 or 3 of the defensive linemen went crashing down to the ground.
Yeah, and the other part of it was Bugsy goes, takes a tough tumble and takes out the railing.
64, offense. Penalties declined.
And that's that.
Result of the play is incomplete pass.
Lions again, another drive into McNeese territory that ends up with nothing.
Again, all the credit goes to the McNeese defense. They have
great performance here by the McNeese defense.
Played out of their minds. I mean, look, it all started in the first possession of the game. Think back, Camden Six-Killer can't handle the snap. Lions get the football 1st and 10 inside of their own 20-yard line, and then defense 3 and out, forced the field goal, and 3-0, and held the shutout since then.
I would love to know, and maybe Coach Goff will address it in the postgame, what went through his mind on the first play from scrimmage. Six-Killer fumbles the snap. He's probably sitting there saying, it's going to be that kind of night, isn't it? And it's actually been all uphill since then, right?
I think that's been the worst part of it. Outside of, throwing a couple of picks, that's been the worst part of the night. But it all comes back to the defense as Lippold's going to
Devin Lippold's in there, and he did not score a touchdown on that play. So now he's 1 for 2 in his career of plays where he has scored a touchdown. But, Lippold made his McNeese debut in grand fashion here tonight, scoring on a rushing touchdown when he came in for 6-killer. So Devin Lippold getting an opportunity here, a freshman. And he doesn't get much there, but I think what's intriguing about him, the size of this young man, 6'3", 241 pounds.
Yeah, look, he's you wouldn't look at him and think he's playing quarterback. Looks like a linebacker running after you.
But this is my 3rd year now calling games here at McNeese for ESPN Plus, and it's just amazing how through these 3 years, McNeese has not been able to keep their starting quarterback healthy or effective, and they've gone down the depth chart here. And here, Lippold probably wondering whether he would play at all this year, and now you can play him and not worry about
the red shirt.
Yeah, losing a year of eligibility. He's got basically
number 41 offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
3 free games here to have an opportunity to get in there and play.
Yep, kind of see what you've got.
Yeah.
I think that's the, when talked to Coach Goff a little bit earlier, Monday press conference, we asked him, will we get to see Devin as the backup quarterback? And he said, yeah, it was going to be a point to really get him in over the next couple of weeks. And, well, he didn't have to wait a couple of weeks. He got him in, his homecoming game.
Scored on a 17-yard touchdown run, cap off a 6-play, 55-yard drive. By the way, that's the only scoring we've had here in the second half. Fourth down coming up here right away.
Cowboys happy to have homecoming back here in the hole after, of course, the tragic incidents last year. Couldn't have homecoming. Canceled on Thursday.
Second straight week, A&M Commerce, someone's homecoming opponent, and when you only win 1 game, they'll probably be the homecoming opponent a couple times again next year.
That is also true. You don't schedule homecoming against the good ones, do you?
No, we don't.
There's always a reason. And it looks like McNeese is going to let the play clock expire. They're going to burn a timeout here.
Timeout on the field.
All right, so we'll take the break with them. We're under 4 minutes to go here from Lake Charles. We'll be back after this.
TJ.
JJ.
Lateral races. Brutal.
TJ.
It's time to play offense. Turn it up. Whoa, let's cool it, you two.
Mom. Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye. People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 for T-Mobile.
It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on go. Get 4 iPhone 16s on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. And save on every plan versus the other big guys. What a deal. That's a lot if you ask me. If y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile, slow down.
For our veterans, the end of their service is just the beginning. It may come with new careers and new chaos. There might be late nights, school drops, and even haircuts. That's where we come in, providing more than $1 million a year in career-building scholarship funds and discounts on every haircut for our veterans. Just trying to do our part to make their lives a little easier. Sport Clips Haircuts, supporting veterans everywhere.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is... Wow. Sinex, breathe, ah.
The State Farm Champions Classic, Tuesday on ESPN.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. Sign up today.
Back here in Lake Charles, McNeese to punt the football away. Have not seen a lot of your favorite player here tonight, Finn Lappin.
I'm not saying a thing. That one's on you.
Oh, almost had a fumble there on the muff punt. I think that is only his second. I think that's his second punt of the night for Finn.
I think you are correct. They went for it on 4th down a couple times. Yeah, I'm not saying anything about no punters.
Absolutely. Wait a minute. He's had 4 punts? That's his 4th punt. That's amazing. Okay, I don't remember I remember one of them for sure, but another decent night for Finn.
Only one I remember is the one where Commerce punted the football, and I said he was the best player on the team, and then he shanks the darn punt.
That was for 37 yards on the Finn Lappin punt there.
My first television announcer jinx. When I do radio, you don't know that that there's an announcer jinx. I don't claim those.
Ron Pease back at it again, throwing it downfield, and it's nearly intercepted. Good break on the football there by Jake Held as they were trying to get the football to Jaden Proctor.
Held was eyeing it all the way. He wanted to get himself an INT. You could see, I mean, his eyes got about as big as baseballs right here. You can see him dropping back in coverage. And he read it the entire way. He wanted it so bad. Ball's incomplete, 2nd down.
2nd down and 10. Proctor in motion. Peace. Flag down. And that is like a center fielder out there making the interception.
He got him one.
As Held caught that one all the way to the 45. Let's see what the flag is. Probably holding, I think, on the Lions. As this ferocious pass rush by the Cowboys has really been causing havoc here for Lions offensive line as Held gets the interception, his first of the season.
He was eyeing it previous play, and then all of a sudden, gonna grab him one there. Big time play. Jake Held 1-1. Had the opportunity. This time he just sits back. You said it like a center fielder. Read it all the way, just converges. Didn't have to do much, just sat back and basically fair called it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he fielded it like a punt, and there could be a face mask here towards the end of it, but they didn't call it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Had about 4 fingers inside of there.
Official could have seen it. Was running up the sidelines there. Well, it's just been an absolutely rough night here for the Lions, as it just keeps getting bad to worse as this game goes on. Try to go with Peace here. A couple interceptions for him here tonight. Actually, that's his 3rd interception of the night. Last time McNeese held a team out of the end zone, you got to go back to 2021. They did it against Houston Christian. Won that game 44-3. Here it's 31-3 at the 40-yard line.
Taking a shot.
Oh, it was right there, almost. A good effort there by Jamal Levi to try to get that football. Defended by Reese Vickers. And it's now 3rd down.
Yeah, they would definitely have their chance to get Jamal Levi out of space. There's a penalty flag.
Number 99.
Offside, so it's going to be a free play, and actually in a quarterback. I believe that is going to be Alex Flores.
Yeah.
Had the shot for Levi, just kind of went through his hands. Did.
Another penalty. You know, the one thing the Lions stayed away from was penalties in the first half, but they've been piling up against them here in the second half. That's their 6th penalty, as there was a 5-yard penalty there and the defensive holding. Excuse me, that was an off. What was that? It says off.
It wasn't offside.
Offsides?
Yep, took the shot.
Yeah, okay. Gain of a couple here. Coming up on the 2-minute timeout.
How do you feel about the 2-minute timeout being brought to college?
I don't know. I thought I would like it, but I don't.
No?
No.
It makes for interesting strategies because, you don't see the same strategic ways of college coaches versus NFL coaches.
I kind of like the difference, the fact that you didn't have it. But we're going to take it anyways. Here we go. We'll have the conclusion when we come back as McNeese is going to get themselves a homecoming victory here tonight. We'll be back.
Save now with the early Black Friday sale at Target. Get 30% off select toys, 30% off holiday lights, and up to 50% off small appliances. Hurry, these deals end Saturday. Save more on gifts. Happier holidays from Target.
If I was to describe this sandwich in one word, I would say magical. Hi, this is Jamor, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is that extra oomph. I go back and forth from the spicy filet to the original filet. Personally, I get into the sweetness of the honey. That's what hits first. Then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet. And then you also have the spice of the jalapeno peppers. The combination alone takes it over the top. It's award-winning in my mind.
Real customer paid for their testimonial.
Good news travels fast. You can now save over $1,000 a year with Optimum versus AT&T. Experience unbeatable internet at an unbeatable value. Get fast and reliable 1 gig internet for the new low price of $35 a month. Call or go online.
Giving.
You've got to give a little, take a little.
Giving without expecting something in return. Giving that's possible through the power of Dell AI with Intel. So those who receive can find the joy of giving back.
That's the glory of love.
Ready for action, nip it in the bud, we never relaxing. Outcast and everlasting. But I know y'all wanted that 808. Can you feel that BASS?
Under my feet, I feel the sky tumbling down. I feel the earth.
Love the way you move. Introducing the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks.
Final 2 minutes of this one as the McNeese Cowboys closing in on a win. 69th homecoming game for McNeese. This would be win number 58 as far as homecoming games go. Run the ball here once again. And Alex Flores has checked into the football game now at quarterback. So all 3 QBs get an opportunity to play here tonight.
Timeout, Texas A&M Commerce, their first charge of the second half.
Really?
30-second timeout.
Commerce. I mean, can't take them with you, I guess. might as well use them down 28. They want to make that trip home a little bit more.
Well, one of the things that it is a little tough for opponents here when they have the 7 o'clock start. And Coach Dalzell talked about this. It's a long ride back to Commerce, especially after a night like tonight. You know, I mean, you kind of wonder if this is kind of rock bottom for Commerce. You go back to the last 2 times that these 2 teams have played. The Lions have dominated McNeese, and they knew they were facing a much different and a much better McNeese team here tonight. But this, you know, they get blasted like this, 31-3. This one's going to be tough for them. A lot of soul searching after this one.
The other part of it is they've had their opportunities. Speaking of opportunities.
Oh boy, almost breaking it there for the McNeese Cowboys. They're bringing in all kinds of different players in there now. That was Jalen Thompson who nearly had himself a touchdown run.
Yeah, look, just stumbled, took the snap, in a nice hole, able to make a jump cut. A couple yards.
Man, he was smelling it too. He was like, I'm almost there.
Got to thinking about it a little too soon.
Yeah, and now they're just going to get in victory formation. So, yeah, I guess, Chaston, where do you think the Lions go from here? I mean, you're now 1-8. You just got blown out by 28 here against McNeese.
Yeah, it's tough. And look, now they get to. There's not much you can hang your hat on tonight.
No.
They just didn't play well in any facet of the game. You know, I think that's. The lone thing would be special teams, which has been shaky for them all year.
Right.
I guess it looked good tonight. offensively, they weren't really able to move the football outside of a couple of plays. They had their opportunities.
Yeah.
You know, they had their opportunities in the red zone.
I think that's what they'll look at. They'll say they had 3 shots in the red zone, and they only came away with 3 points.
I think it all comes back to that first drive of the football game.
Yeah.
You know, they had their opportunity. McNeese already, you know, to make a statement on the road. They just weren't able to capitalize.
And now for the McNeese Cowboys, they go to 4-0 at home. They get a bye week, and they can really finish the season out strong. A very winnable game coming up the next time they play against Northwestern State on November 16th. And then they'll close things out for the 2024 season with a home game against Lamar and November 23rd at 7 p.m. So the McNeese Cowboys win it here tonight, 31-3. The final score, total yards 428 to 236. The Cowboys rush for 368 yards here tonight. That's a big story in this football game as Joshawn Barbie and Bryce Strong both rushed for over 100 yards, and they had a touchdown on the night. The defense had a very good night, holding the Lions to 48 yards rushing in this one. They ended up intercepting a couple of passes. There was a turnover on special teams, remember, on the kickoff return. So a lot of good things here for McNeese, and they get a time now to rest and relax and try to finish this thing off. And the message I'm sure Coach Gary Goff is going to be saying, we're going for 7. That means 7 wins on the season, and it's very attainable now that they get this victory and improve to 5-5.
That is exactly right. They got 2 winnable games upcoming, and look, the goal is to get to 7-5 if you're Coach Gary Goff.
That's going to do it for our broadcast. Want to thank Riley Eister, who handled some of our halftime activities here. Chaston Tavares, I'm Jeff Palermo, along with the guys who helped put this production on in the truck, and our cameramen and camerawomen. Thank you very much for watching here tonight as McNeese gets the victory on homecoming night, defeating Texas A&M Commerce 31-3.